Let's see. All right, we're live. Hello,
Sweet.
everyone. It's Trey.
And I am here as well. I'm Toadster from the Toadster YouTube channel.
And we're live. We're here doing random talks, and we're going to randomly talk about geek culture news. And of course, since you guys like these little live streams, I try to do some at least once a week. And unfortunately, Dazzling Kate couldn't make it because she had to do homework. But I'm here, and I have me a new bud to join my stream.
Yeah,
Hello, Tevin.
sorry, Kate. I'm here to replace you. Sorry, Kate.
And we're just gonna randomly talk about random things. But before we start, I want to let everybody know because I have to kind of announce this. I want everybody to understand that I've been really busy, and like I said before in previous videos, I'll state it again for people to go back and watch this video, hopefully or whatever, is that I am super busy. I travel a lot for work. I drive a lot and I do my videos and editing while I'm driving. I know it's dangerous, but I try to get some
Wow,
content for you guys while
that's
I'm
impressive.
driving. I know that Perch and and your boy Zach does it too
Yep, they do.
because sometimes you got to do it because if I wait until I get home, you guys would never get anything from me until like
Man, you
Friday.
guys keep the grind real because I am so
Hmm?
impressed by not just you, but also Comics Perch and your boy Zach because you guys publish videos so consistently. And I'm always making, like, I just published a video for those who don't know me on Toadster YouTube channel about like the Spider-Man video. And it's an hour video of editing, and I put a lot of work into it. But it's just one video, and you guys are so consistent, and always the videos you guys put out are always so fun to watch. So I am just very impressed by all the work you guys put, and you're putting everyone else to shame. You guys really keep the grind going.
Well, I appreciate that. I want to try to do videos with like either drawings or like little video clips myself. And like I said, guys, I have been super busy. I have gotten a new job because, as you guys know,
Nice.
the coof kind of
Yeah.
took my old job, so I don't have as much free time like I used to on the weekdays. So on the weekends, I can try my best to get some videos out that'll have some video clips in them, but it'll take some while. It takes some editing, but I really want to try to give you guys some content because I know people do ask for my thoughts, and I was just like, well, instead of
Hmm.
just talking to one person or answering one person, let me do a video about these kind of things, and then you guys can discuss. And I try to get back to people. So I know I probably offended some people in my thing because I know I've said it to some people was like, hey, I kind of already talked about this because people keep talking about my mic or whatever. I want people to
Oh.
understand that I'm doing it on the go. So when I'm recording, everything in my ear sounds clear. So by the time I edit everything is clear when I edit. And then when it comes back up and I upload the video, that's when I hear all the mistakes. And by then, I done already uploaded it. And I can't really go back because I don't have that much free time to do what I want. You know what I'm saying? So
So is that like a YouTube compression problem, or what is it exactly that?
well, I don't know because, like I said, when I'm driving and I
Yeah.
have my headphones in my thing, and I have my mic and I attach it to my phone, so I'm literally recording the stuff on the go. And
Right.
I guess sometimes it'll pick up other things, or sometimes it might go out. I guess because I am driving, of course, so it could be signal drops, but I want people to understand is I'm not doing it on purpose. It's literally like, hey, I'm recording. It comes out clear on my side. When I upload it, that's when I hear all the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Dang it. Again, don't really have the
Mhm.
time to go back. I'm not trying to say that you guys have to listen to them. I'm just want people to understand that I am on the go. I'm really on the go. I am driving and recording and trying to edit as best as I can. Just until I can, maybe until I get another job, or maybe until I, get a little bit more settled with my
Mhm.
job. But it just, you know,
I was
dropping
gonna
my family
say.
off. I
I
drop
was
my
gonna
family off
say yeah,
every morning,
because
and I go to work, and that's like 2 to 3 hours of driving back and forth between all that stuff. And when I'm at work, I try to get my work done, and I try to upload a video for you guys to have while I am at work. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Just to
definitely.
like, because I don't want people to think that I'm like going to abandon the channel just because I'm starting a new job. I want people to kind of be like, hey, here's my video, leave a comment. I will try my best to get back to all of you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, he always gets back.
yeah. Seven Win Lord says just got back from seeing Venom 2.
Oh
5.5. Give me that rated R for Carnage. You see, I knew as soon as they said it was PG-13, that was it.
wait,
That
was
was
that
it was over.
5 out of 5 or is it 5.5 out of 10?
5.5 out of 10.
Oh, ooh, yeah, that's
I knew
rough.
it was over when they announced that that Carnage was gonna be PG-13. I was like, yep, you cut your knees off right there. You
Well, I've
cut your
heard
knees
people
off.
say, yeah, and they said that it's the movie's kind of like a rom-com between Venom and Eddie. Why are you doing a rom-com out of Venom? That is
Hey
so
Lorena,
weird.
I'm glad you made
Hey,
it.
Lorena.
You found my channel. I'm so happy. Hey. Actually, I did not watch Venom yet.
Me neither.
I really wish I could have, but again, job took me away. I will probably watch it over this weekend, and I was already spoiled in my comics section because I had made
Me
a
too.
prediction. I said, wouldn't it be funny if the MCU Spider-Man
Oh,
had something to do with
spoiler. Sorry,
the
guys.
oh, spoiler alert, apparently, because I was spoiled. And see, I did it early in the morning, so I wasn't familiar with anything. And two people in my comments was like, everything that you said is about to happen. And I was like, oh snap.
Dang.
So I guess they're connecting the Venom. I guess they're connecting the Venom movies with the MCU Spider-Man, because I was just making a video. Hey, maybe the Venom characters can mature the MCU Spider-Man to finally give that gritty Spider-Man or that more adult feeling Spider-Man. Because I don't care what nobody say, that ain't Spider-Man. Y'all can
Nope. Iron
I'll die
Boy
on that
Jr.
hill. I'll die on that hill.
And
That ain't
also,
Spider-Man.
yeah, but then also looking at Venom and looking at that tone, how they made it more of a rom-com between Eddie
Mm-hmm.
and Venom, and how they're playing more, they're playing up the jokes. I think the idea of making Tom Holland more dark and edgy, I think that's out of the realm of possibilities as well, because
Yeah.
Venom has just gone full comedy.
Yeah, you're probably right, but maybe I think what they should do is, I think with Spider-Man, since Sony is letting Marvel borrow Spider-Man, this could be where the Sony films, the Sony ones, can be the dark, edgy older brother to the MCU movies. So like, oh, you'll have a lighthearted Spider-Man movie in MCU, and then you'll have this dark, gritty sort of movie with Spider-Man in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that Toastcaster said the first hour of the movie is literally them just bantering. Well, I mean, if you look at the first part of the movie, you can tell. First off, I was telling people, I was like, because everybody was like, "Why is Venom acting weird?" I'm like, that's because he's freaking pregnant. He was pregnant. That's why.
What?
Did you guys not see the mood swings? That man was pregnant. Venom
Oh
was pregnant with
no.
Carnage. Like, it wasn't like, look at the trailer. Look at the first trailer that they gave us, and you saw how
Oh,
erratic Venom was, and he was trying to cook Eddie breakfast and all kinds of stuff,
yeah.
and it was just such a mess. I'm like, that's because he was pregnant with a symbiote. Like, he had mood swings
Oh
like
wow.
a female, and a pregnant female, and I'm just like, that's because he's pregnant. Like, I know.
Or like a so-called symbiote. Remember when they called the symbiote in the original trailer in the
Yeah,
2018 Venom movie, and
yeah,
then in the movie they ended
that was
up
just dumb.
changing it. Thankfully, that
That
was
was just
actually
dumb.
pretty cool that they changed it later on. But I was impressed by that they actually listened to the fans and changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was what were they thinking? Symbiote. Anyway, carry on to what you were talking about the baby that he gave birth to.
Oh yeah, I was just basically saying, like, you know, you could tell he was pregnant, because if you guys read the Venom, I mean, if you read the books or whatever, and you know how even in the 90s show, the Venom symbiote left a offspring. They kind of have this kind of like those I forgot what animal it was where they can get pregnant themselves without really trying.
Oh,
And that's basically what a symbiote is. Like, hey, here's me having a baby.
well, I think he's is the symbiote. Oh gosh, now I'm saying it. Is the symbiote asexual, and therefore he
Yeah,
can kind of duplicate himself?
yeah, pretty much. It's like a duplication, but it's literally his offspring, and Carnage is
Yeah.
literally his son. So it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, eh, and Free Fire Pro said the MCU Spider-Man sucks. The Spider-Man movie feels like a Disney Channel movie. I
Yep.
definitely agree with that one.
One
Like I
hundred
said,
percent.
like I said in my other video, my mom watched all the Spider-Man movies. She's not even a Spider-Man aficionado or anything, but she was not impressed. She was like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "It's supposed to be Spider-Man." She was like, No, this isn't Spider-Man. I don't know what the hell this is.
Nope.
This is not Spider-Man. Spider Boy Junior or something, but that ain't
Yep.
Spider-Man. I don't know what this is. I was
And now with Iron Man gone, what I'm calling him now is, since he's with Doctor Strange, is I'm calling him Junior Strange.
yeah.
That's my dubbing of him now.
Oh yeah,
Since
because he's like,
he's
oh
always he's always playing someone else's someone's always a mentor to him, and it's never him who's taking his own lead.
right, right. And it's kind of crazy too. I'm going to upload this little clip, guys. I'm trying to see if I can do this whole drawing thing while we're talking.
Is
Trying
that
to have something for you
is that
guys to,
anti-venom?
yeah,
Sweet.
try to have something for you guys to look at while we discuss our little thing.
Beautiful.
Some just something. I know it's not much, but hopefully it works because Dazzling Kate did it on our last stream, and I was like, oh man, this might be cool. So hopefully you guys are able to pick this up while we're still talking.
So,
And
tell me, are you drawing this right now, or is this like a pre-recorded video of you drawing?
oh no, I'm drawing it right now.
Oh wow, sweet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Doing it in real time.
I'm drawing it right now. This is real time, baby. Everything you see right now is real time. Oh, it is real time.
Any particular reason why it's anti-venom?
No reason. I just wanted to draw anti venom, and I just wanted to draw anti venom. That's all it was. I just thought it was a cool design, and I was like, "Oh, cool." I remember one time I drew Spider Man. If I don't know, oh Lord have mercy. I don't know if any of you guys remember the game Spider Man Edge of Time, and when anti venom was like sort of like the villain in the video game, and I had drew Atrocitus, that combination of that Dr. Octavius and Anti-Venom. That
Hmm.
was some crazy shit.
I've
I
never
remember
seen that, but
drawing,
I would like to.
I remember drawing him one time and I was like, what was I thinking? I thought I was never going to be able to get through it, but I did, thankfully. Excuse me. It
Bless
was
you.
one of those weird things that I'm really surprised Marvel didn't try to market off of. I mean, I know the game really didn't really settle well with a lot of people because of the fact that they got stuck indoors the whole time. But it was just like, if you guys been watching if you guys were looking at the review or whatever, the game had to take place inside in order for the time loop thing to make sense. Like, and then at the end, you come to find out the real villain was Peter Parker.
Oh wow. Wow, I've never played the game, so that's news to me.
Oh yes, Lorena. Yes, I would love to be on your show. Whenever you want to, I am open. Just let me know and I'll send you you can send me a DM or I'll send you a DM and we'll talk more about it. I'm glad you were able to stop by and watch a little bit of my live stream. But yeah, it was kind of weird. Like he was called, and his name, his villainous name was called the CEO. I was like, are
The
you kidding me?
CEO.
That
What
was
kind of name?
it. The
I'm the
the CEO.
CEO of Disney.
Right. If only we knew. If only we knew
Oh
then.
yeah, gosh.
If only we knew what we were getting.
Disney
Like,
truly became the villain with all the lawsuits now coming at them
yeah,
from Scarlett Johansson and now this Ditko estate. Yeah.
yeah, I saw, and you know what's so funny is that I don't even know what Disney or Scarlett Johansson was thinking. Like, all this did was make everything more of a mess, and it just made people not care. I mean, not care, but it made people more aware of the dealings of Disney. And what's going
Yeah.
to happen is Disney's going to start, being tight loose with their contracts. But then what's going to happen is going to have more people don't want to work with Disney because they're going to be like, well, hell, if they screw this A-lister Scarlett Johansson, they might screw me too. And it's just like, but they've been doing this for years.
Yeah, they've
You
been
guys
doing
are
it to
just
so
now
many
finding this
people.
out. Yeah,
But also looking at it from the other side, it kind of it puts it into perspective how awful of a producer Scarlett Johansson is, because she's the executive producer on this movie and she wasn't able to get herself a good contract or ensure she was getting the money. It's like, girl, you're the producer, you're supposed to be on top of it all. But I guess people don't really care about that much
yeah, that's
as
what I was
just calling
saying.
out Disney.
That's what I was saying too. And then at the same time, it's kind of like another thing is I told Disney, I was like, hey, another thing is this is what you get, Disney, because you disrespected Scarlett Johansson a long time ago, even before this Black Widow debacle. Like, this character's been in the MCU since Iron Man 2. Why was this character not given a solo movie? You said that it was
Yeah.
because you didn't believe that women could sell tickets. But Disney, you fools are literally the master of having female protagonists as leading roles. What are you talking about? You really didn't think that people would want to see Black Widow kick ass and be this sexy vixen?
Yeah, but the movie we ended up getting was not that. It was actually the opposite of kind of this sexy vixen stuff. So I really wish they really would have done the movie after the Winter Soldier era, kind of, and even
Yeah,
maybe do Black Widow and Hawkeye, because if it's anything we've seen from the movie from this year is that her history in Hawkeye was all like I think it's a common consensus among fans is that that was like one of the most interesting aspects of that movie that we saw this year was the history between Black Widow and Hawkeye and their hideouts, their missions, and all this stuff, and that was interesting. And now we'll never get that because Scarlett Johansson just did her last movie, and we'll never get a Hawkeye and Black Widow team up movie, which would have been awesome to see.
definitely. I can definitely agree with that one. I don't know what they were thinking with this prequel movie. I was like, first off, why did you give us this movie after the character's dead? After the character's dead, that didn't make the sense God gave. I was just like, come on, come on. It just doesn't make sense, and then it contradicts so much stuff. Black Widow and Captain Marvel con, con con well I got tongue tied for a second. I'm sorry about that.
Contradict.
Contradicts a lot of
Mhm.
stuff that was set up in the MCU, and I'm just like, what are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? Are we being
Yeah,
that
Captain
lazy?
Marvel definitely does that as well with all the like, where were you in New York in 2012 when Nick Fury would have probably needed you back then? Did you just ignore his call? There's so many questions unanswered. Where were you when, I don't know, Ultron attacked? That was also kind of somewhere you should have been, Carol. When Thanos attacked the first time, where were you then? In Wakanda, where were you? No one knows.
And it's the same thing that's about to happen with the Eternals, where they try to justify, oh,
Yeah,
we weren't allowed to interfere. But you've been interfering this whole time. What are you talking about? You've been interfering
yeah.
for
It's like
millennia.
it
And
doesn't
now
make
all of
any
a sudden you
sense.
decide not to?
It's
God.
like with and also they try to explain it, they didn't let us, and she's referencing celestials. Okay, so they didn't let you do what exactly? Interfere? So define what interfere means, because I can define interfere in many ways. Because as we see in the trailer, one of them is a Bollywood actor that's interfering with planet Earth. You're doing something here. You're a Bollywood actor. Another person is just, existing. They're chilling out in the farm. Does that include? Does that fall under interfering? Another one looks like he has his own cult. That's my speculation, but he's around other people, so he's interacting with them. Does that count as interfering? If so, why doesn't that count?
Right, right. See,
A lot
that's
of
what I'm
a lot of
saying.
rule bending, you know. It's kind of, you can already see the rules kind of trickle out, and you can see the holes are starting to formulate within this plan to kind of retcon these characters in that were never there really, but they're now trying to shove them in as some kind of excuse to, I don't know what do exactly, other than promote, I guess, a multi-diverse team of superheroes.
All I said was, like, I tell all my friends and I tell people who talk about the Eternals, I said the MCU Eternal movie is literally diversity the movie. That's all it is, diversity the movie.
Yeah.
Even Kevin Feige said that the reason why they moved it up because
Yes.
they were like, what franchise can we race swap or whatever and get diverse with it? The Eternals, because the
Mm-hmm.
Eternals were last on Marvel's list. Marvel was not thinking about the Eternals. The only reason why I thought about the Eternals is one, because Ava DuVernay and Tom King was supposed to be doing the New Gods movie. And when they saw that, they were like, we got to get on it. And because they wanted to do diversity.
And
Other than
don't
that,
think
like, I'm like, yeah, Marvel, because you guys haven't been disrespecting Jack Kirby's legacy for forever. Great.
and
Thanks a lot.
yeah, and don't think it
Oh,
will just end with Eternals, because the director of Blade already said that the source material will have no effect on the movie whatsoever. That will not play a role in it at all. So don't expect
yeah.
it to be just Eternals. And also Shang-Chi, that movie
Oh, what I like to
versus the
call the
comic book.
Asian Black Panther of lies. The
Yeah.
Asian Black Panther of lies is what I like to call the movie because that's
Why
what it
of
was trying to do.
lies?
It was trying to be a Black Panther thing for
Mm-hmm.
Asian people, and they were
Yeah.
basically like, "Oh, he's the first ever Asian hero." Well, stop your roll, hold on, rewind, back up. You a lie. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Mm.
There have been
Bruce
plenty of
Lee.
characters in the MCU before him. Like, no, we're not about to sit up here and do this. We're not about to sit up here and play this game. Like, people had semi let it slide with the Black Panther thing, but you saw a lot of us was like, no, this whole thing is no, this whole Asian thing is
It's a lie.
stupid. It's a lie. And then my thing is, he said that he was the first ever Asian hero in America for Asian audience to see, and I'm just like, that is a whole lie. You are working with two legendary Asian actors that a lot of Americans are familiar with and watch their movies. What are you talking about? Both of them are legendary martial artists, and legendary Chinese actors in their homeland and in the United States. What are you saying? What are you saying right now?
Mhm. And also all the actors, Asian, like Bruce Lee, and the ones they're referencing in this movie, like Jackie Chan, you're gonna pretend that those actors didn't really contribute to anything?
Right. And see, that's my thing that I was talking about. That's the thing that kills me. Oh, wait, hold on. Cryptic and
Yeah,
Free
Cryptid
Fire Pro
Zeker.
say stuff. Let's see, which MCU movies are you actually looking forward to? Technically, there's only two movies I'm looking forward to. Well, one and a half. I actually do want to see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It looks like it's going to be good. Spider-Man, No Way Home. I kind of want to see what fuckery they're gonna do this time, because let's be honest, it was a train. I ain't gonna lie. Far From Home was a train wreck. I don't care what none of y'all say.
Yeah, it
Train wreck.
was.
And the only reason why I got $1 billion is because it came right after Endgame, and we were all on that damn high. Trust me, it's the same thing with Captain Marvel. The reason why that movie made $1 billion is because we were all on the hype of Infinity War. So
And
yeah,
just so we're
no.
clear, if you adjust for inflation, Spider-Man 3 probably outdid this Far From Home. Just so we're clear about who passed who, and I'm
Don't
just
tell them
setting it
that.
out.
Don't tell the MCU fanboys that they don't
They're
believe it.
gonna come after me.
Nope. Nope.
They're gonna say
Nope.
I'm lying,
Yeah,
probably.
they're gonna say you're lying. They're gonna be like, nope, nope. And I'm just
What's
like,
inflation?
yeah. And I'm like, you guys, y'all don't understand. Look, look. Say what you want about Avatar, say what you want about Titanic, but those movies still made money more than Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. I know you
Yeah,
guys don't like to hear it. I know you guys don't like to hear it, but they did. Remember, Infinity War and Endgame, their budgets were 500 million between that and a little and 1,000 million, I think 100
yeah,
million.
yeah. It
Yeah,
was
it
like
was
if
it
you
was
combine
it was
Infinity War with Endgame, it's like 500 million. at
Yeah,
least, and that's not even including the marketing. So
and then on top of that, you have to remember Robert Downey Jr. gets 10% on the box office tickets for everything with Avengers, and then Chris Evans I think he gets like a 7% taken as well. So y'all have to remember these movies ain't that damn profitable compared to a movie like The Joker or Spider-Man 3. I know people don't want to hear that, and hell, say what you want to about Avatar, but the movie is still more profitable than goddamn Endgame and Infinity War.
yeah,
I know it's hard to because you know it was a good, you know, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Infinity War was the best movie. Endgame was trash. I don't care what none of y'all say. The only thing that saved Endgame was that damn last 40 minutes of fighting. If they didn't have that fight scene in
yeah,
Endgame, that
that
movie was
totally ruined it in terms of like just plot holes, conveniences,
oh
contrivances.
god.
Yeah,
That don't even get me started with that one. Hold on, before I get started, let me see what other comments are on there. Let's see.
well, I
Cryptic
think
said, God
yeah,
dang it.
Cryptid.
Screw Hawkeye and Black Widow. Give me Black Widow with Winter Soldier. Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they did have that relationship. They're never gonna do that. They were
Oh
never gonna do
no,
that.
that would be red
Once
flags. Red flags for
once
Disney.
they changed Bucky to be his adult best friend, it was over. It was over.
Yeah, now Bucky is the wimp in the MCU with just kind of being a background character for I'll call him Falcon because I'm not
Yeah, I'm
calling
not
him
calling the
Captain
man
America.
Captain America. It's because Falcon is such a great character on his own.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
I don't understand why they felt the need that he needed to be Captain America, and then don't nobody know. And then my thing. Oh wait, hold on. Before I rant one more time, let me get these comments right quick. I just want to try to make sure
Get him.
I understand it. Let me see. That Tone Caster said diversity. Yes, quote unquote diversity. And Free Fire Pro said, God, I hate Black Widow and Hulk together with these unnecessary changes. That was weird. That was weird.
Oh,
We're not
what
even
were
going to
they
discuss that.
thinking with that?
That was weird, especially when Black Widow talked about herself like a monster because she wasn't able to have kids, and all of the and like a lot of the women's came after Marvel. They're like, "What are you trying to say? Because I can't have kids, so I'm a monster now." And I was like, "Oh my god, Marvel, what was you thinking? How did you let that script? How did you let that line get through?"
I think with Avengers: Age of Ultron, I think both for Hulk and Black Widow, they had no idea what to do with those characters. You
Yeah.
wasted Hulk for the entire phase. Phase two, Hulk was doing nothing except be in an end credit scene for Iron Man 3, where he was just listening and sleeping to whatever Iron Man was telling Bruce, and that's
Mm-hmm.
all he did. Anything in phase two, so you wasted him. You did Black Widow in Winter Soldier, which was awesome, and then randomly you decide to make them a pair. What were you thinking?
I mean, I would have believed it if the next movie had Captain America and Black Widow doing something. I would have been like, okay, all right, I can buy this one. I can definitely buy that more so than I could have bought Hulk and Natasha. And that's the thing. I understand that Universal had some restrictions or whatever, but they really should have let Marvel do another damn Hulk movie. They should have let him do
Oh
another.
yeah,
They should, because I don't care what nobody says to this day. Incredible Hulk is the best Hulk movie, and it's the
yeah,
best version of Hulk
hands
ever.
down, better than Mark Ruffalo because Edward Norton, what he did with the character was so awesome. He even looks like him. He's kind of this skinny guy who kind of just lurks in the background. He's trying to hide, run away from the military, do his own thing, not get caught, and then once he gets caught, he explodes. And the entire story arc with Betty, that was all awesome. And I got one person asking me, I think it was Lamp Man is back. Who is the guy Trey is talking with? I'm Toadster. Hey, you might know me from Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm Comic Booger, but I'm basically starting out on YouTube with like my YouTube channel, and I did like an entire hour video of the Spider-Man PS4 review, so you can check that out. That's for all the people who are just wondering who is this weirdo talking to Trey. But also I think Cryptid also had like another great comment. Raffle, technically, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had the MCU's first Asian hero, which was Daisy Johnson, aka Quake. And yeah, no
Yeah,
one cares about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Sorry.
I
No
mean
one.
it's true. It's true. And until this day, I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care what none of y'all say. anytime somebody say that the MCU TV shows are not part of the MCU, they a whole damn lie. They a whole damn lie, because you know why? Even if Kevin Feige did say they're not, Disney, through a Disney official websites and official stuff, all of those shows that includes the Netflix stuff is officially the MCU. So Kevin Feige can kiss all ass, because the only reason why Kevin's doing that is because him and Jeff Loeb ass got into a disagreement, because he's over TV and Kevin was over movies. They didn't like each other, and Kevin was like, "Well, okay, I'll show him all the TV show stuff doesn't count." No, bitch, that's not how fuck this shit works. Just because you being petty with another person, that's not how this shit works. Like,
I mean, I'll defend Kevin Feige because I agree. It would be one thing if they kind of interluded with each other, but Kevin Feige just ignored him so much, and they
I
were
mean,
so
but that's what I'm
inconsequential.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's on him. But what I'm saying is Disney, when they announced that they were going to do MCU shows, they already had firmly said, even before Kevin had said, that these shows are officially part of MCU canon. When
But
you
are
look
they
up the
really? The
yeah,
question
no,
is,
they
are
really
they
are.
really?
They take place in the same universe. The Daredevil stuff, the Inhumans, that Agent of Shield, Cloak and Dagger, the Runaways, Hellstorm,
But
all of those shows take
that's
place
only
in the
like from
MCU.
one perspective. That's only like the TV show saying, "Yeah, we're connected to the movies," but the movies never say, "Yeah, we're connected to the TV shows,"
I mean,
with the
the
exception
movies
of
don't
the
have
Disney
to. That
Plus.
was, but what I'm saying is Disney announced it when they were doing these shows. That's what I'm saying. Disney made an official statement and even came out and said it. It's only because Jeff Loeb and Kevin Feige, like halfway, like early on in early stages of the shows, like Agent of Shield, they got into this dispute and they never liked each other. They never saw eye to eye. And Kevin was like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna ignore everything." But of course, remember the Disney is ran by idiots, to be honest. Because I mean,
Yeah, it is.
look what they did with the Star Wars stuff. They let
Oh,
people do whatever they want to with the canon, and we don't know what's right, up, left, down, sideways from nothing. So at the same time, it also relieves them of failure from anything that happens in the TV shows. Because let's be honest, Kevin Feige was really trying to say the MCU TV shows aren't canon because of that flop of Inhumans. They did not want to accept that, and it's just like, no, you have to accept the fact that shit. Not everything y'all make is good. The Inhumans suck. No matter what you want to damn say, they were part of the MCU. They part of the MCU. You didn't like it, and then you tried to be like, well, the TV shows aren't really part of the MCU. No, 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 they're part of it. Just own your shit. Own your shit. That's all I'm saying.
but
Own your
that's the
shit, Marvel.
thing. That's like, I understand you saying own it, but the thing is, Kevin Feige ignored it to a point where then Disney gave Kevin Feige the power to then kind of rewrite the history and say that they don't matter. Because if you take Inhumans into consideration, that would have made a huge, if they existed and AOS existed within the canon, they would have made such a big impact within the movies. Like, introduction of Inhumans would have been huge within the movies, but where are they? Nowhere.
Well,
And
that's
now,
because remember they was trying to get the Inhumans to be X-Men, and
yeah,
what Marvel didn't understand is people don't care about the Inhumans. They enjoyed them on Agents of Shield. They enjoyed what they did on Agents of Shield, but then when they tried to do the show, which they didn't put no time and effort hardly into the show.
hmm
Anyway, that's why the show sucks. And then they tried to make the Inhumans the next X-Men, and you're trying to fight against an audience that do not want the Inhumans over the X-Men, because everybody starts seeing them as knockoffs. So even if they did do it in the movie, it would have still ended up as a failure, because fans didn't want the Inhumans to begin with in the first place. Like, they're okay with the Inhuman royal family, but when they start trying to make the Inhumans like this bigger network of characters, you're just like, all right, look, we done told you, Marvel, oh, you gonna still be hard-headed. Okay, all right, we'll show you. And that's what people did by not watching the stuff. And then Marvel themselves didn't put any time and effort into the Inhuman show, even though Agents of Shield was building up the Inhumans and did it better on their show. How the hell do you have a show that's not Inhumans do Inhumans better than the actual show? You know, I don't even know. I don't know. But my thing is another thing. The reason why is because they don't want to take the failure, and that's
Yeah.
something. That's the problem with the MCU in general is they don't want to take the failure. Everybody is always trying to excuse anything that they do wrong. Like they really do. I mean, let's be honest. I don't know what the hell these MCU TV shows are that aren't Disney Plus. Trash, trash. I don't care what none of y'all say. The
Oh
MCU
yeah.
shows, the MCU shows that were on ABC, Freeform, and Hulu, better, better, better. They were better, and
I
they
might
had
contend
shoestrings.
with that, but then again, I would be have to I'd have to argue in favor of the Disney Plus movies, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna let you have this
I
one.
mean, if you think the Disney, the Disney shows were better, that's fine. What I'm saying is, story wise, no, they weren't because what we have to take in consideration special effects. Ooh, because their story. Let's be honest, the stories weren't about nothing, weren't about nothing
The
really.
Disney
But
Plus or the AB?
The Disney
Yeah,
Plus
yeah, yeah,
shows, the stories weren't
yeah.
about nothing. The other
Exactly.
shows, they had at least 2 to 3 seasons to build on the characters and to build on the world themselves, and they had shoestring budget. Disney shows had movie money, and the show still sucked. I'm confused how that worked. How that worked?
WandaVision was just about her getting a costume. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah, and it was so funny because it was this. I don't know if any of you users know this guy called Superman. He's on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I don't know, and he has abnormally large hands. That guy, he be hyping up a
What?
lot of stuff in Disney from the MCU. And he was even hyping up stuff in WandaVision. When that stuff didn't happen, he tried to go back and backtrack and be like, well, you guys, y'all let y'all fans things get,
Oh
you let your
gosh.
no. You was sitting up there hyping shit up too. Don't come with that bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. The damn MCU shields and shit like that. Sit up there and hype it. The only reason why you're saying that is because you get a free in with Disney and they let you go to every premiere and you make videos about, oh guys, did you see this fun fact in WandaVision? See, in WandaVision right here, this happened right now. You think that might lead to Mephisto, and then when none of that stuff happened, well, you fans shouldn't have your expectations up that high. Bitch, what? You were hyping the shit up too. You made
I'm,
content hyping it up. Like
I
what?
just
What
I just read a
contradiction?
comment. It's from I got a little bit further on, but we're gonna come
Oh,
back to the older comments. But it's relevant now, so it's Parsi Padilla. I think I never know how to say your name. Sorry. So it's Darcy Padilla. He says yes, getting a costume while Wanda enslaves a town for her fantasy world. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah. That is basically what it is. Hold on, guys. Let me go back to the comments
Yeah,
too. I
let's go
don't.
back.
Let's see. Johnny Jameson Frey said, hello,
Hey,
Jameson." That caster said Shang-Chi was literally based off of Bruce Lee. Yes, he was. He is basically the MCU Bruce Lee. That is what he was. That is what he is. Of course, you already answered the Lent with the bat. Leader was wasted in the MCU. Man, the leader has some potential, man. He could
yeah.
have potential. I was really hyped about maybe getting the Incredible Hulk too. And then when they changed the actor and then the design of Hulk, I was like, oh god, this shit looks trash. I never liked the Hulk in the MCU after Incredible Hulk, but that's just my opinion. Let's see.
It might be a little bit because
Hmm?
the event on that note, the Avengers Hulk, when I first looked at him, I honestly thought that the Mark Ruffalo Hulk kind of looked like he had Down syndrome. I'm like, what is this? But then I kind of got used to his face and it grew on me. So yeah, I kind of agree that the face and it kept getting worse in Ragnarok, especially was just like a giant block of green. But anyway, some other comments in here we have.
Let's see. I always think of Agent of Shield full on MCU. That's it. That's what it was. And he said, Darcy and Paulin said they only care about the popular thing. Yeah, if anything in the MCU fails, they try to erase it and be like, oh, it didn't count. Or if it's something that Marvel didn't do themselves, they'll try to retcon it. Let's
Free
see.
Fire Pro, I think, has a good point. I mean, he asks, wait, Daredevil is a part of the MCU? And I think it's
Yeah,
a good kind of question because uh, they said that it was part of the MCU, but then Kevin Feige kind of went on to say that it isn't, or that he kind of made suggestions that it isn't. But now you hear rumors in the background that maybe Daredevil might appear in it. And then so now
Yeah.
you're going back to the idea that they are in the MCU. So you are just really confusing your audience, and you are cherry picking and making zero sense whatsoever.
And that's the problem too, because you're trying to do this whole you're trying to do this whole constant universe where everything is supposed to be connected in some kind of way, or everything is in the same world. And because you're letting your pettiness get involved with actual things, like, people invested in those shows, like it or not, people invested in those shows. And to tell them all of a sudden that their show doesn't mean anything because, oh, I'm being petty with another producer because me and him don't
Yeah.
like each other, so I'm gonna self-sabotage his shows and be like, they don't count. What? What? That doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense. And then he's even doing that in the movies. He's going back and retroactively saying certain things in the movies didn't even happen anymore. And you're just like,
Yeah. Now
what? Come
they're
on,
just
that's 23
totally throwing
movies.
off the gauntlet.
Yeah, like there's 23 movies, and you're trying to retcon certain things. No, I'm sorry, I'm not.
Oh boy.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Kevin. Let's see. I thought Maria Hill was dead in the MCU though. No, she actually
When did
survived.
she die?
She never died. She never
No.
died. The only time she died is when Thanos snapped everybody out of existence, but she
Yeah, yeah,
came
yeah.
back. She came back at the end, but
And then
no.
we see her with in Far From Home, but that's a scroll. But do we see her with Nick Fury in space in that credit scene?
You
Do
know
we?
what? I don't even know. I don't even know. But as far as I know, Maria Hill
She's
is alive.
probably alive. Yeah.
She's alive. She's alive. Because I mean, the actress still showed up in the movie in Spider-Man to play the character,
Yeah.
even if it was a
Yeah.
scroll. The actress is still there.
Yeah, so
Um,
she has to be around since there's a scroll that's impersonating her, so that within itself
right.
tells you that she's around.
And Anthony Dixon said, "Yep, we got to deal with the X-Men not being called the X-Men anymore."
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
hopefully not.
yeah, that's dumb. That is so stupid. I mean, if Kevin and them want to do that, to be honest, I have no interest. I'm not even gonna lie. If the
I'll
if
be
the
out.
if the MCU X-Men characters be called anything other than X-Men, if they be called the mutants, if they be called the X people, if they be called
X they
the
them.
princesses and bitches, I'm out. I'm out because no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. That is why would you remarket your entire franchise that is well beloved? Like it or not, the X-Men and Spider-Man are your cash cows. Yeah, you can get mad all the hell you want to, Marvel, but those are your two cash cows. So why would you try to rebrand it after 60 years of having it? Because some bitch want to be like, well, it's so outdated because there are females on the team. Yes, Captain Bitch, obvious. We know that.
in
Like,
case in case no someone, because that one caster is asking, is that a real thing? In case you don't know what Trey and this one commenter asked us, is there's a producer who just got promoted, by the way, at Marvel,
oh
and
yeah, and
she
she's in
said,
charge of like the characters and the
"Yep."
lead introduction. So she's the one who can decide which character come in and how. I'm
Like a
like,
year
oh,
ago,
gee.
or was it 2 years ago? Correct me if I'm wrong, but she said, I think the name X-Men is kind of outdated now because they have women. Lady, there were always women on the team. Since day one, there was Jean Grey on the team. What are you talking about? She has no idea what she's talking about, and she got promoted at Marvel. So that was a thing she said in an interview. We don't know yet if that's what they're going to do. But guess what? When Kevin Feige introduced the phase 4 in was it like 2019, he announced all the movies, or 2018, I can't remember anymore, but it was at Comic-Con, when he said, he didn't say, oh yeah, and we're bringing the X-Men into the universe. He said, and we'll be bringing the mutants into the universe. Later in an interview, someone asked him about that, if they are changing the name. He said no, but who knows what changed, and especially now that she got promoted, who knows. So we'll have to wait and see on that one.
And of course, the MCU fanboys will love every second of it. They'll be like, "Oh, this is so amazing," and I'm just like, "No, it's not." But okay, sure, sure. I
They've
know it
never
doesn't
heard
make
of.
any sense. I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. And Free Fire Pro says the MCU stands are annoying. Like I like the MCU, but these people be chugging and injecting glue like they can't see anything bad about the MCU. Yeah, that is so strange. It's funny. It's funny that that Hollywood and society in general, they're allowed to criticize everything else except for anything Disney related or MCU related. Oh, but we're allowed to tear apart the DCEU stuff. We're allowed to tear that apart for
Yeah.
piece by piece. But say anything bad about the MCU. What? What are you talking about? No, this is the best thing ever. You're just a retard who is a DC fanboy who don't know anything about Marvel. Bitch, what are you talking about? I read the books. You don't even know these characters. You only know the movie versions of them. Like
Perfect example, the Eternals. Suddenly the Eternals were announced, and suddenly I saw all these comments with all these Eternals experts in the comments. Dude, I've never heard of the Eternals, and I'm supposed to believe that you suddenly are naming these names like I'm supposed to believe that you know them. No, you searched them up, and now you're pretending like you know them because you're trying to be a fan of something that you aren't really. You just like the movies.
exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Because you can easily go and Wikipedia it. It's not that hard to Wikipedia the characters. It's really not. Oh God, this Solar Knight says Marvel's X folks, 2023. I'm out. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm out. If that title ever appeared, I'm like out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
I
done.
I
Here,
really think
here, you can have it.
the most appropriate name would be X they them or X them, something like that.
I think most normal people be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because you already know normal people, especially just in general, they hate that they them shit. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, they like no. The people I talk to, they were like, no, it's stupid. Because you can't be more than one person.
Unless
They
you're
them
Venom
means plural.
infused with Eddie Brock.
Yeah, like but I mean that's because there's a literal parasite in his body that he
Yeah,
shares it with.
exactly.
So it makes sense why it's they them for him. But a
Yeah.
one person like nut
Oh
job Demi
gosh, I'm
Lovato.
sorry. I just gave him an idea to call Venom they them and go by pronouns. Oh,
Oh
I'm
God,
sorry.
yes.
I take
Oh
that
man.
back. I'm so sorry.
Let's
What
see,
have I
let's see.
done?
Disney's marketing department says that Daredevil can't be a part of the MCU because the MCU can't be rated R. I mean, that was why Marvel and Disney signed the deal with Netflix and Hulu and ABC to tell darker stories that they couldn't show on the big screen. That was literally the whole purpose of telling stories that couldn't be told in the movies and also creating a different style that they couldn't show. Like that's why the Netflix shows existed for the rated R stuff. So that's why it doesn't even make any sense for them to even do like Blade's about to be PG-13. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, I'm done. I mean, I'm out. I'm already out. You can't do Blade PG-13. You just can't. I mean, I know Kibble Bitch is trying to make him one because he's
He's
supposed to be
gonna
writing
make him
a
something
Blade
else. He's
story.
gonna make him rated G for everyone or whatever.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah. Man, what the hell? What do you think of the MCU upcoming Fantastic Four movie? It's gonna be like Fan Four Stick. They're gonna change the characters to be unrecognizable. Everybody's gonna hate it. There's gonna be the MCU fan tards. There's gonna be like, oh, this movie was amazing. You don't know what you're talking about and stuff like that. And they're gonna race swap every character, and the family's not gonna be white at all. There might be one white person. It's gonna be Reed, and they probably gonna base
Oh,
the
really?
Fantastic Four off of the Ultimate version. So that means that Reed Richards is going to probably become the maker because down with the
Hmm.
patriarchy, down with the
Yeah.
patriarchy, and that means Sue and Ben Grimm are going to be in love instead of
Oh
Sue
gosh.
and Reed. So
No.
they're going to destroy the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is destroyed, guys. I'm
So
just
that's
letting you know
interesting.
it is destroyed.
My prediction is that they're gonna race swap Reed and leave everyone the way they are, but I think they're gonna change him. I just get it. I don't know why. That's my feeling, is that they're going to just go after Reed for whatever reason. They're going to say, "Oh, look, the smartest guy," and it's a black guy. Maybe that's going to be their spin, and they're going to pat themselves on the back because they don't want to do Moon Girl just yet, or Riri Williams. She's going to surpass him later on, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And
they
they're
did
getting John Watts
change
to
the
do him,
Conqueror to a black man, so why
and
not?
they're getting John Watts to direct it. The guy who just peed all over Spider-Man. The guy who said that there's no differences between the Spider-Man love interest. It's only different hair color. The guy who
What?
couldn't get the character right.
What?
Uh, yeah, that's what he said. He said that, oh, there's no difference between. He just said that they're all pretty much the same. You know, the only thing that kind of separates them is their hair color. That's what he said in an interview. So. That's how much he knows about these characters. He's just going to take them, twist them, and we know what's going to happen because it's John Watts, probably the worst pick you could have chosen out of all the directors you have right now.
Oh, okay.
So,
Tell that. Okay, tell that to fans who be like Spider-Man. Which is his greatest love interest? Gwen Stacy. No, no, no. Mary Jane Watson. No, Betty Grant. No, Black Cat. Oh, okay. All right. There aren't differences. Okay, sure. If you say so. If you say so, go
he's
to
probably going to say,
go.
well, actually, that's John Watts. What's going to say? Actually, it's Michelle Jones who's his best love interest. Shut up.
Oh God! Don't even get me started with Zendaya ass. I mean, I love my girl, but
Yeah, she's awesome.
this ain't it for her. this is
Nope.
this
Nope.
is this is not it for her. And you know what I'm getting tired of? I'm also getting tired of seeing her ugly. She's a beautiful woman,
Yeah.
and yet all of her movies and shows she's been in, they have made her ugly for whatever
Huh.
damn reason. They're like ugly. You ugly now. I don't get it because she'll
No
show up to
makeup,
the red
no
carpet.
anything.
She'll
Just,
show up to the red carpet, especially both her Spider-Man press release with red hair and this
oh
drop
gosh.
gorgeous outfit on, and you're like, where was this at in the movie? She's literally supposed to be a knockoff version of Mary Jane Watson, and Mary Jane Watson is one of the most hottest girls in the Marvel universe. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cover her up. We're gonna make her, and then the characterization of Michelle Jones is aggravating. That is an aggravating character. That I'm like, I don't see what Peter saw in her because I want to punch the bitch. I And that's my thing. And I'm gonna segue into your video about that Spider-Man thing because you talked about Mary Jane Watson, and
yeah.
I was like, damn it, you brought back up feelings that I was trying to ignore about Mary Jane Watson in that damn video game.
She's
I thought it was
probably
me at
just,
first
yeah.
because I felt like I was supposed to like her because it's Mary Jane Watson. But I was like, I can't stand this girl. But she's Mary Jane Watson though. But I can't
Yeah.
stand it. But she's Mary
She's
Jane Watson.
complaining all the time and make fun of Peter and always mocking him, and then she has the audacity in Spider-Man PS4 to say, "Why are you always worrying about me? It's not like I'm made of glass." And she says this right after she gets punched in the face by a demon. Are you kidding me, lady? Like, what's your deal?
Right. And
And
I'm
it's
like,
just
man,
Mary Jane in name only, because Mary Jane was never a journalist and she was never so mean spirited to Peter in that way. So it's just
you
Mary
right.
Jane in name only.
You're right. You're right about that one. And I was just like, God damn it. I know I'm supposed to like her because she's Mary Jane Watson. But first off, I was already aggravated by her design. And I was like, okay, let me try to look past this stupid ass design. Because this is Mary Jane Watson, but okay. I'm open for a new interpretation. And the whole time I'm like, this bitch is getting on my nerves. And I was really trying to force myself to like it. It's the same thing as when I went to see Wonder Woman 1984. I love me some Wonder Woman. And you know, if any of you guys know how much I shield for Wonder Woman on my
Oh,
channel,
yes, he does.
I shield for Wonder Woman because she has potential. She has potential, but DC just refuses to do anything great with her. And I was like, okay, see, my bullshit system says already single when they announced the title. They said Wonder Woman's sequel movie is going to be called 1984, and I say, wait, hold on, what? It's going to take place in 1984. That's dumb as fuck. But then I said, no, okay, okay, all right, all right. The first movie was good. It had a little fucked up third act, but it wasn't too terrible because it did what Marvel did in their third acts. Okay, cool. I can get past it. I can get past it. I was like, yeah, let's go. And I was hearing things about it. I was like, yes, this is working. This is working. I was convincing myself. I was hyping myself up. And a part of me was like, this ain't working. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. And I let that piece of me, go back in the back of my head. I was like, no, I'm not gonna get negative about it. I'm not gonna get negative about it because it's Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot did a good job in the first Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
She's going to do a good job in 1984. But the back of my mind, the logic side was telling me no, because it's called Wonder Woman 1984. It makes no damn logical sense when Wonder Woman been hidden from the world for 100 years. Why the hell are we doing a movie about a story that wouldn't even matter because of the fact that she was hidden from the world for 100 years? It should take place right after the ending of the first Wonder Woman movie, where it takes place in present day, and she's working with Bruce Wayne on some kind of artifact mystery that takes her around the world in present time, and she meets a new love interest and meets Donna Troy. What are you doing? And I had all those thoughts out my head. I was like, no, nope. This is gonna be good. And I went to watch the movie, and I said, what the fuck was I watching? Like,
no, it's not like she rapes a guy or whatever.
Because I know if any of you guys looked at my review, I said it was good. I said it was decent. It wasn't perfect, but it was a good overall movie. And now I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, because I started right after, because I watched it 3 times, and that's when I started noticing all of the flaws from this movie. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
That's impressive. You watched it 3 times.
I let my love for Wonder Woman blinded me from the truth. I did.
I like that. It's like a callback to the movie itself. Don't hide from the truth.
I did. I let my love for Wonder Woman blind me to the truth, because I knew in my hearts of heart, deep down in my heart, that this was such a dumb decision. I knew it was a dumb decision, and I literally talked myself out of it. And I said, no, it's not a dumb idea. This is going to work. This is going to work. And I was completely wrong. It felt like Patty Jenkins slapped me in the face and was like, yeah, bitch, tricked you. Damn it. And I was like, I should have listened to my instincts when they told me this was a bad idea. I don't know why I let myself talk, because I was on the Wonder Woman hype train, and I was excited that everybody was starting to really see Wonder Woman in a better light. Everybody was like, oh snap, Wonder Woman is awesome. This character is great. And I was like, yes, finally, I'm hearing what I want to hear finally about this character. And DC was trying to make her work. She had a few hit stories. At the time, I was like, yes, Wonder Woman gravy train is working. Let's go. And then Wonder Woman 1984 happened, and then Wonder Woman Rebirth stopped being rebirthed, and then it started turning into bullshit. And I was like, oh God. And then they kept the movie costume too long, and I'm like, oh shit.
And they're not getting rid of that costume anytime soon. Why is she still in that thing? Whatever.
Right.
I'm not gonna get into that.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's the reason why I bring that up, is because it was the same thing with the Mary Jane Watson and the Spider-Man thing. And then when I looked at your video, I'm like, damn it, I did the same thing. I did the same thing with Wonder Woman that I did with Mary Jane Watson, because I was like, finally, we're getting Mary Jane Watson and Peter together in a game or in something. Because remember, at that time, we were thirsty for Mary Jane and Peter Parker to be together in some kind of capacity.
Yes, we were.
And there was nothing. I let the thirst get to me. I was like, finally. And then when you go back and look at it, you're like, damn it, he is absolutely right. This bitch is trash.
It's like she doesn't really care for him. She doesn't even we want them to be together. The thing is, in the game, he wants her, but she doesn't want him until the final ending of the story, and they do that randomly. It's like, what are you doing, Insomniac? You did such an amazing game. Why are you suddenly just throwing in the towel when it comes to MJ? But anyway, Lamp Man is back. Maybe we should get back to the comments in case, because there's a lot of them. Captain Marvel actually retconned a lot about the Avengers and Captain America 1. Yes, it did.
They
And we
did.
talked about that a little bit already.
They,
But
let's
you are
see.
true 100%.
We know that Jean Grey is going to be played by a black woman, pretty much. Pretty much. The MCU might call the entire X-Men team the X-Women, and I'm out. I'm not. It
Oh,
doesn't even sound. It doesn't
ooh,
even sound interesting. It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound eye-catching. Like the X-Men sound like a catching team name. X-Women sounds stupid. It was stupid when Jennifer Lawrence said it in the movie. I was just like,
oh, that
baby,
was
shut up.
so cringe. That came
Shut
up
up.
in my head when someone said X-Women. I'm like, oh, I just remembered. I got a Vietnam flashback to that movie. Ugh.
Let's see. X-Men was always an alien form term for humans. Yeah, duh. That's why Charles Xavier used the name. I thought that was pretty
Mankind.
clear. I thought that was pretty clear. I thought that was
Yeah.
common knowledge for most people, but apparently common ain't that damn common. It's like you know what I'm saying? Yep, they're
Yep.
going to change Johnny Storm's sexual orientation to either gay or bisexual because reasons. You are right,
Because he's
Anthony.
flaming hot. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, you are right. They've been taking like some of the most manliest characters that had a lot of girlfriends and were like, oh, guess what? They're all of a sudden bisexual or gay, and you're just like,
Alan
no,
Scott literally married. Nope. Sorry, he's gay. He's closeted.
yeah.
Closeted
And
all this
you know
time.
what's so funny? All the way up until pre New 52, he was with his wife, the original
Yep.
Harley Quinn. The original Harley Quinn, guys. He married a villain first. He married a second. He married two villains. And and you mean tell me now all of a sudden he's into men when again him and his son had beef when his son came out being gay. Okay, fine, fuck it. We're gonna pretend like that don't even matter. Okay, reasons. And then Iceman was sleeping with a woman every other damn comic book issue when you saw him back in the day. He had a new girlfriend, so okay, sure, whatever. All right. Oh, and apparently, guys, there were some people in the comment section that was telling me that Shadowstar was changed. I did not know Shadowstar
Oh,
was changed.
really?
I didn't know he was changed. I thought he was intended to be gay, but apparently Rob Liefeld was upset that Marvel did that change. I went on his podcast and listened to his explanation. He thought it was stupid too, and I was just like, "Oh shit! Wait, this character was originally supposed to be straight." Oh
Dang.
snap!
It's
Because
because
I
of
didn't
the
know.
star, isn't it?
I didn't know the character. I thought the character was always gay because they never, in the stories, I never really paid his character that much attention, so I wasn't familiar with his character. But apparently, the
Yeah.
character's always has been straight since conception.
I
And
think
how I feel about characters. If you're originally what you are, that's what you stay as.
yeah.
We're not doing this nonsense. We're
I
not
think
doing.
that's what Yeah, I think that's what they're counting for. They're accounting for people to kind of forget the original characters. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna forget that Iceman was gay, so that you think that he was gay all along, just like you right now didn't know that Shatterstar was kind of meant to be straight from the beginning. So I think that they're really hoping for that, and that's why I don't consider the new stuff to be real. I consider it to be I call it official fanfic because that's what
Yeah,
really we're
that's
dealing
exactly
with
what it
right
was.
now.
That's
I'm
exactly what
calling
it
it
is.
official fanfic because it's like it's written by fans who are fake fans and don't really know the characters. It's the quality of the worst type of fanfics because there are some good ones out there, obviously, and
Mhm.
it's just official. It's licensed, so that's what I
Pretty
call it.
much, pretty much. That's exactly what it's called. It's fake fandom stuff. But my thing is, since they did it with characters that people are well versed about, people are starting to wake up to it. Everybody was like, wait, hold on, hold on. You can't keep going back and retroactively changing a lot of these characters to be part of the LGBT community. It doesn't even make any sense. And that's what I was trying. That's what I need people to understand. It just doesn't logically make sense. Like they did it with Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, they half their characters are now part of the LGBT community, and the book got canceled. And I was like, did you guys not learn from the Runaways or Young Avengers? When you make half the team LGBT, the the audience left because they were like, it doesn't make logical sense. X Factor, most of the people were LGBT. Doesn't make logical sense. People walked away from the title. There's only so much LGBT stuff you can put in the media before people get sick of it. Just like there's only so much time you can race change a character before people just walk away from this stuff. That's not what they're understanding. This is the third book where you had a team. The team was predominantly straight. Yeah, you had a few gay characters in there. Bam, that was it. It was, and they were telling good stories. But then they get a writer in there who wanted to push agenda and was like, oh, we need this character needs to be gay. This character needs to be bisexual. These two gay characters, even though they don't really like each other, they're gonna be a couple because we need them to be a couple. And then you get mad that the book got canceled. What you think was gonna happen? Your fans are not going to just sit there and be like, yeah, this is great. This is great. All of these manly man characters that we grew up with are now all of a sudden becoming gay. Yeah, this is what I want. What? No, it's the same thing with what Playboy magazine did recently, where they put that black tween boy on there and got mad that they got backlash. What did you think was gonna happen? It's called Playboy. If you want to do that bullshit, you take that shit to Playgirl. Playboy magazine is for mostly straight men and a few lesbos if you want to. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to try to. You can't force the predominantly straight population to conform to the LGBT, and that's what's happening with Hollywood. They think they can conform us to that nonsense, and most of us will be like, no, we don't want it. We do not want this. I'm sorry, you can't get mad that people don't want it.
And when I say this and I point this out, how they're kind of like forcing this and they're not really being meaningful about it. They're just phoning it in and just putting it into marketing. People like, not on here obviously, but like on my Instagram, get upset at me for saying that. They're like, oh, you're just homophobic. No, even people who are gay don't like this sort of stuff because it's just pandering, and pandering is not fun to read. It's, you can read it a mile away, and it's illogical. Oftentimes the stories often don't make any sense.
It was just like when they were in the MTV Awards recently. They were praising Lil Nas X for his industry baby bull crap. First off, my friend sent me a link to that damn music video without even telling me what it was. I just clicked on it without even looking at it, and I almost died. Because I was just like, "Are you serious? This is official. This is official stuff." And he was like, "Yeah," because he knew what my reaction. Because he knew if he had told me ahead of time, I would have never watched it. But I was like, "No, this isn't the business." But anyway, they praised Lil Nas X for his thing, and they actually had him recreate the music video on stage and do all of that stuff, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, it's so stunning and so brave," or whatever. But when Normani came up and did her performance for her stuff, they were trying to slut shame her and whatever, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wait, look, I'm getting real sick of this thing where y'all trying to almost shame people for being straight or wanting to see females be gorgeous. I'm sorry. Most people do not want to see men be slutty. I don't know. Anybody in my chat might like it, and that's great if you like it, and I'm not judging nobody. But you have to understand, majority of your audience like what they like. You can't get mad that that's what they want. You can't get mad that I'd rather see a performance of Normani and Tiana Taylor grinding on each other and dancing more so than Lil Nas and four black guys in pink bikini bottom draws dancing and grinding on each other like they about to have sex in stage. I'm like, are we watching a music video, a performance, or are we watching a porno? Because this is national TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, "Oh, it's so stunning and brave." And anybody who liked the Normani performance, you guys are sexist and misogynist, and and her performance was very slutty or whatever and stuff like that. And it's just like, but the audience loved her performance more so than they love Lil Nas. I'm sorry, I understand there are some gay people that are oppressed or whatever, but look, you got RuPaul's Drag Race, you got West Hollywood. Make that shit work. Make it work. But you can't expect your mainstream audience to say, "Yeah, this is great," because they're not going to. Majority of the world is straight. You can get mad all you want to. You can cry wolf. You can say that's not true, but it is. It is. And there, just like the United States is predominantly white. I'm sorry you don't like those status, but that is the truth. So, of course, there's a lot of things that are going to have mostly white people in it. Most of the shows are going to have predominantly white people because the United States is predominantly freaking white. I know it sucks, but that's just that's the world we live in, and that's things that we just have to kind of get over. We have to get over that kind of stuff. But to try to force it down people's throats doesn't do anything but push back the people acceptance of this stuff because you're forcing it down people's throats. You can't force change. You have to let it become natural. And the moment that they learn that, the moment things get better. But for right now, we're going back to the beginning because we keep screwing everything up because they want to try to force people to accommodate to what they want, and it just doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. Oh, we got more comments.
On top of that, I'll just finish it off quickly. We were heading down in that place where we didn't really care in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. We had so many diverse characters on screen, and no one cared because we were all just, that's normal. And then suddenly they started pushing it, and that's when it got weird. But yeah, let's get back to comments because
let's see.
Free Fire Pro said,
Zach says Human Torch is going to be literal flaming homosexual. What Young Ripper said. Oh God. Oh yeah, they're probably gonna screw him up bad. They're probably gonna screw him up bad. And okay, technically speaking, Spider-Man girlfriends do tend to have the supermodel type bodies, different personality, yes, but body tends to be the same figure. Well, Cryptid, remember that was the house style of Marvel back in the day. They people have to remember before DC and Marvel hired different artists, they had a house style. So the style that Jack Kirby and them had, that's the style that you have to use until Steve Ditko came in and kind of changed that up a little bit. But back in the day, Marvel and DC had house styles. They stopped that shit in the early 80s where the characters aren't consistent anymore. That's why we get different styles of comic book artists or whatever and stuff like that. And sometimes we'll get amazing art, and sometimes we'll get some hot shit that you just be like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I don't know. Let's see. Anthony Nixon says, we know that Hollywood thinks that heterosexual relationships are outdated. But if they become outdated, then that means that the world population can't continue. It make that make sense. But okay, sure, whatever. Let's see, Letman back exactly. If there is a male character that happens to be a playboy Casanova, you already know that their sexuality is going to be changed to gay or bisexual or pansexual. See, I don't even know what pansexual is. I don't even care. Nobody has to explain it to me. I don't care. It's dumb. I already know it's dumb. Let's see. D Solar Knight. Oh yeah, there's a guy. The guy Diana molested was treated like he doesn't matter. It's like an allegory to real male rape victims. Yeah.
And she risks his life as well, right?
Yeah.
She takes him to missions. She doesn't really care if he lives. I mean, she obviously wants to save him, but she's risking his life without the permission of the guy she's
you are definitely
enslaved.
Right. You are definitely right. And again, when I first saw it, that was one of those red flags. I was like, wait, hold on, Diana. Wait. Am I because at first I was misinterpreting. I was like, wait, hold on. He's in another man's body? Or am I misinterpreting it? And then I went back and watched it. I was like, no, I'm not misinterpreting it, because then I started watching everybody's reviews, and that was one thing that kept coming up. And I was like, okay, so it wasn't just me who noticed that too. And I was like,
because at first you think maybe it's a side effect of the wish, but no, you find out that the side effect is Diana losing her powers. So what's this about? Why is he in his body? They just made that up in the movie.
Him back and called it a day, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was so stupid. Fat Cockroach Supreme says the X Team. Oh, okay, all right. I guess that's the only one I'll budge for. That's the only one I'll budge for.
I won't give him a bone even.
And maybe the PS4 MJ was basically Betty Brant. Yeah, she was, and I forgot how fucking annoying Betty Brant ass was early Spider-Man. That bitch
She
was
was kind of
aggravating.
annoying.
Huh?
Yeah, she was kind of annoying. She was always complaining, and you know, she had a rough background. Her brother died, so I guess that's the reason why. But she was very melodramatic. Let's just put it
Yeah.
that way.
Anthony said that Rob Liefeld also said that Shatterstar was originally intended to be asexual. Oh, it was over. It was over then. Anthony, it was already over once you said that he was asexual, and he's a male character. He's gay. He's gay. He's gay. That is exactly. He shouldn't even have said that. He should have said the character was originally straight. Done. And they probably would have left it alone. But nope. Since the character's asexual, oh, you know he's gay now. Lil Nas X tracks are lit though. I mean, okay, but that music video was so unnecessary. You know, his music can be lit all it wants to, but that first off, I look at the lyrics to Industry Baby. No, 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 no. People don't even know because the way he's singing it, you can't understand the damn lyrics. So you just like because it's the beat. It's the beat. But listen, if you look at lyrics, you're like, wait, hold on.
What are you
No,
saying?
no, no. Bad Lil Nas. What's your opinion on the One Piece Netflix series? It's stupid, Hero X. Dumb.
It's gonna be like
Dumb.
every other Netflix adaptation of anime. You can imagine what that is.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see the Cowboy Bebop intro for Netflix? I was like,
Oh no, I didn't, and that's
oh,
because I just stopped caring at that point. I'm like, you
it looked
guys are
like
just.
a cheap fan film. It looked like a cheap
Oh
fan film.
no.
I said, oh God.
So was it the what was it, an intro, or was it the
It was the
opening?
intro. It was they literally tried to remake the intro from the original anime series as
Oh,
best they could, live action wise,
with the jazz
and it
music
looked
and
like a
stuff.
yeah, it looked like a fan film more so than
Oh
actual
no.
Hollywood production. So I don't know what to say.
Can I
Actually, the
just
United States is prominently Latino.
no?
I
I
mean,
don't know if that's true.
in the southern probably, but no, when you do
Yeah,
census,
probably.
no, the census is still 72% white.
So
Latinos
I'm
is
looking. Yeah,
22. It's
I'm
22,
look.
and black is like 12, I believe, but it's still predominantly white. No, it's
Yeah,
still predominantly white too.
I'm looking at the statistics. I just typed it into Google real fast.
Mhm.
So it's like 2019 US Census Bureau estimates. It says that non-Hispanic white are 60%, Hispanic and Latino of any race are 18.5, black
Oh,
or
look at that.
African. Yeah, it's even higher, surprisingly enough, higher than black or African American, which is
See,
the third one, which is 13.4%,
see,
and Asian
that's
is
that's what I'm
5.9.
saying. I'm like, it's still the damn United States is still predominantly white, and people act like that's gonna change. Unless all the white people in the United States gonna sleep with a Latino or a black person or a Chinese person. Eh, eh, eh. Maybe if we was over in Europe, we might can
Yeah.
say that, but
Also, there were some like earlier comments that I just wanted to name off quickly because
mm.
I found them to be extremely funny. Free Fire Pro says, "God, no, I hate Riri Williams." Then Darcy Padilla also on that same note says, "I'd rather run over Riri Williams and Moon Girl with a Rhoda Rolla." What is that? A Rhoda Rolla? I have no idea what that is, but yeah, she's pretty
um,
annoying.
And you know what's so
And
funny? What's so
yeah,
funny is about Moon Girl because comics by Perch he talks about it. He says the
yeah,
character is actually made for little kids, and he's like the little kids love it, but because
yeah.
she shows up in the Marvel universe and like she's supposed to be the smartest character, it turns
Mm-hmm.
off the old comic
Yeah.
book fans from it, and they keep promoting it to the wrong audience. The character
Yes.
was not written for us; it was written for children. So why is she here then?
I have no problem with her if you're doing kid stuff, but do not make her the smartest person in the entire world, because then you are kind of forcing her into the main
Mm-hmm.
universe, because then you are, you can have kid stuff and you can have her be in the stories, obviously. You can have her be super smart. She can even be the 10th smartest person in the world. But
Right.
why does she have to beat out Reed, Hank Pym, T'Challa, Tony Stark, Doctor Doom? Why do you have to suddenly take that history of those characters away?
Mm-hmm. And you know what's so funny is what's crazy is it doesn't make any sense because they had already established that Valerian Richards was the smartest person in the universe, which I can believe because she's a product of her father and her mother. So they're both highly intelligent people. I can believe Valerian Richards being as intelligent as her father, but I can't believe Moon Girl. I can't believe Amadeus Cho, and I can't believe Riri Williams are now all of a sudden smarter than Reed Richards. No, because they couldn't solve Secret Wars. Reed Richards and Valerian Richards did. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't. So to sit up there and say that these characters are smarter than Reed Richards, okay, so why they didn't do nothing then when the universe was collapsing? Where were they bitch asses?
Yeah. And it's not like they had anything to do. They're kids. They can do just, they have a lot of spare time.
Larry said, "Hey, what's going on? Did I miss anything?"
Yes.
We've just been talking. We've just been talking a lot of stuff. Let's see. Deadpool is really pansexual. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna assume pansexual means he'll sleep with anything. So sure, it's Deadpool. It's Deadpool. I mean, I believe Deadpool will sleep with anything. I believe he will sleep with the leaf if he could. So
Yeah,
it
it's
is what it is.
Deadpool.
But that's not a good reasoning to base a sexuality off of. I'm sorry, like that's just somebody's excuse to get freaky, to be even freakier. Like just say you're bisexual.
That's like
That's it.
saying,
Bisexual.
yeah, that's like saying Harley Quinn is a good role model. No, please don't
Oh
say
Lord have
that.
mercy. The Harley Quinn train. Boy,
Uh,
DC has literally ruined that character for me. I can't
yes.
stand her. I want her dead, to be honest. And I want Punchline to forever take over her spot. Because I think that's probably why Punchline was such a breath of fresh air for a lot of people, because it went back to what Harley Quinn used to
Yeah,
be, what we loved about
that's
Harley
true.
Quinn. Now they're even trying to make her a superhero. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, Harley Quinn did some terrible things. I'm not about to give her a chance. Not when numerous stories had Batman give her 500 chances and she still went back to Joker. I'm sorry, no, because and you know what's so funny is like I said, I had a video. I did a video one time where because somebody was like, "Well, you guys were okay with Vegeta or whatever." I was like, "Bitch, I know you didn't just compare Vegeta to Harley Quinn because." There is completely different standards for Vegeta and Harley Quinn. That was
Uh,
nature versus nurture. Vegeta
yeah,
was raised in that kind of society where he was taught that killing was fine. Harley Quinn purposely went into that world and easily could have got out of it, but she didn't. She didn't. Oh, and just before I continue, there is like 14 people in here from what it's saying. I appreciate all 14 of you guys for stopping by, watching my video, commenting, or whatever. I appreciate everyone who stopped by, even if you don't stay long. I am just appreciative that you guys came in to listen to whatever segment we were on. But let's continue
yeah.
with the conversation. Just wanted to let everybody know I appreciate
Can
everybody.
I mention one more comment, just like
Oh yeah,
an
go
earlier
ahead.
one? It's a funny one because when we were talking about the X-Men, Lampman is back said, and Movie Bob is supporting all of this. Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah,
yeah.
we can go back to the newer comments, but yeah, he is Movie Bob. Ah, you bring us joy.
That they was trying to basically say, well, if you forgive Vegeta, why is Harley Quinn different from Vegeta? Well, Vegeta was raised in a culture that believed that killing is good. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's all he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, when he joined the Z Fighters and stuff like that, he started mellowing out. When he married Bulma, he became a family man. And then later on, yeah, he did kill those people, and he instantly regretted it. Once he died, he was like, "Oh shit, I messed up. I'm gonna sacrifice myself to save this Earth because I messed up." he had his redemption arc because it's not like he went out numerous of times after he was corrected and was like, oh, I'm gonna kill people. Harley Quinn knew what she was doing numerous of times. Batman, other people gave her chances after chances to get away from the Joker, to stop this life of crime or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. And then because Mr. J or somebody else say some sweet nothings to her, she's like, yeah, let's go back and kill people. And
Yeah.
what really killed me from Harley Quinn, where she can't come back from, is when she had the opportunity to save those children and she did it. And she blew those children up. She killed like
Which
500
children are
million
you
children.
referencing specifically? Which children are you specifically referencing?
She killed. There were some children, I believe, in Suicide Squad. She had the
Oh,
opportunity
okay.
to save them. She didn't, and she pressed the button that killed all 500 of those children.
Oh, wow.
And then they tried to make a big thing where she cried about it afterwards. No, 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 no. You press that button willingly because it was either her or those kids. I'm sorry, baby. You chose wrong. It should have been you. You killed way more people before that instance, and then for you to purposely kill children, and you think I'm supposed to be like, oh, and then there are these Harley Quinn Stan fans that be like, she deserves a chance to redeem herself.
She's been a
Well,
victim.
she's not
Kind
a
of.
victim.
She
She
was
purposely did this
consensual
shit.
about it all. It
She
was her
purposely
choice.
did this. Huh?
It was her choice to join the Joker. She was obsessed with him. It was
Mm-hmm.
she who freed him out of Arkham because she was so in love with him. It was he didn't even you couldn't even say he manipulated her. Maybe he didn't love her back, and that's not the same as manipulating someone. No, she
He
was
said
attracted
everything
to
she
him.
wanted to hear. He said everything she wanted to hear. Just like
Yeah,
Batman had told her in that story. He said Joker said everything that you wanted to hear. And she was like, no, you're lying. You're trying to trick me and turn me against Mr. J. He was like, no. He said everything that you wanted to hear, and you believed him. Because he says this to everyone when he's trying to get something from them.
yeah. The Joker is very hard to define. He's chaotic. That's a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good description of him. And Darcy explained to me what Rolla DA is, and it's basically Road Roller from the JoJo anime / manga. That makes sense. That's why I didn't understand the reference. I have not read JoJo myself, so sorry for not getting that reference.
Yeah, so I don't know. Harley is bad. A bad girl deserves a spanking.
Yes.
I feel like that's like a walking trap too.
Oh gosh, let's not go there.
Yeah. Let's see. Cryptic said, "Oh yeah, I remember that Suicide Squad story. Strangely enough, it was Reverse Flash Wallace West's father who sacrificed himself to go back and save those kids that Harley left. See, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh,
Like, see, at least he deserved. See, see, he had the redemption arc that Harley Quinn never had. Once she pressed that button and once she killed those kids and left the remaining kids, there, you're not coming back from that. You're not coming back from that. I'm sorry. You made that decision all on your own. Because, people like to say, oh, the Joker was manipulating her. Was he manipulating her to blow them children up? He wasn't even
yeah,
in the story.
exactly.
So who fault was that? Jesus? Like they love trying to come up with excuses to justify Harley Quinn's dumb shit. And I don't like stuff like that. No, you can't keep justifying Harley Quinn's bullshit. She did what she did on her own malicious. Nobody else forced her to do it. If she really was remorseful for anything, she would have let herself get killed instead of those children. But she didn't. She chose self over the reserve of 500 million lives. I'm sorry, bitch. No, you done. You done. Now she wants to be the new Robin. She wants to prove to Batman that she can be a Robin now. Like, really, really, James Tinian? Are you kidding me? No, that bitch cannot be a hero. No, she cannot be part of the Bat family.
Someone, Free Fire Pro, made a very good distinction between Vegeta, and he says Vegeta is basically like Cassandra Cain and Damian Wayne. That's a very good comparison.
That's true. That's true. Nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn got ruined in 2011. That is definitely true. And you know what's so funny is I was called sexist and misogynist for wanting her for saying I prefer the Jester suit over the
Me too.
slutty outfits they've been giving Harley Quinn lately. And I'm like, but the Jester costume covered her up. What are you guys talking about? How is that sexist and misogynist?
Exactly.
What is it showing off? Her body? I mean, sure, it shows off that she has a body under it, but that's about it. But literally, the Suicide Squad. I mean, when they rebooted her, they literally gave her the same origins as the Joker, where Joker took her to the Ace Chemicals, pushed
And
her in the
threw her
back.
in. Yeah.
She literally came out with white skin, and then she dressed whorishly. Like, what the hell?
Yikes.
What are we doing with the character?
So
but I'm being wrong because I prefer the covered up Harley Quinn, the one that's not showing up skin.
And her personality is totally different. She's more playful. She's more of a trickster. On Batman, she has a personality. She is shows so much. Also, a little bit of kind of chaos, but not in the same way that the Joker does, because she is more of a kind of like a support. Kind of like Robin was always support to Batman. She was always there to kind of off balance that in that sort of same dynamic, and that's what made her different.
I wish people understand that.
Like, she was always her own character. Just because she was connected to the Joker does not mean she was
a supporting character.
Exactly. It's not like just because she was a supporting character, all of them are supporting characters to Batman. Doesn't mean that they're not their own characters. Why is Harley Quinn treated like she's not her own character just because she's connected to the Joker in some way? No, she is her own character from day one.
My thing is, why are we treating her like she's some kind of innocent victim in all of this? Like, no, she's a bad guy. I'm sorry that she's a bad guy. Why are we feeling sorry that she and Joker has an abusive relationship? Who cares? No offense. Who cares? They're villains. They're villains.
And if she can't get a clue that he doesn't like her, like in the animated series, he's like sometimes being very mean to her. That's kind of like, come on, that's like crazy on her part. He's not manipulating
that's
her.
on her. That's like that's like, no offense, when you see a woman who knows her man is abusive but keeps going back to him. At some point, baby, you gotta look at self. You gotta look at self.
Yeah.
But I love him. So you love him that much that he might kill you one day? He doesn't really mean it. He's just, he's just playing because I made a mistake. Do you hear what the hell you saying?
Yeah, and the Joker doesn't even always want her around. He uses her, but sometimes he's like just sick of her as she is. So it's even worse because she's going out of her way to just go against that and say, no, I want to be with him, but he doesn't really want to be with you. And that's on you, lady. That's your crazy and not his crazy. That's yours.
But all of the people love to be like, oh, it's his fault. He's manipulating her. Again, how is Joker manipulating her? She is a big girl. She made these choices. That's on her. Seal Away Heart says, Harley also say what all abuse women say. Yeah, he's bad, but when he's sweet, it makes up for it. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true, especially when Joker pushed her out the damn window and literally broke almost all her bones in her body. And she was like, I'm so done with the Joker. And then when he said one nice thing to her, she was like, oh, I'm like, you're killing me, Quinn. You are killing me, Quinn. You are killing me right now. I can't even deal with this stupidity. He literally almost killed you, and you're like, "Aw," because he sent you a flower. Did I miss
it? Yeah.
I must have missed something. I know I missed something.
Let's see. Cryptid Zeker 415. Did we read? Oh yeah, we did read him. So maybe we didn't miss anything. But Free Fire Pro says, I hate how they're doing a redemption arc for every villain, especially females villains. Like I haven't seen like a female villain in a while. That's true even just beyond the comic books. With movies as
Yeah.
well, Cruella, Maleficent, they always try to downplay their evil because they want to make them more relatable, I guess, for whatever reason, and they're trying to take away from their villainy. You know, Maleficent, she's literally the mistress of all evil, and yet you made her the hero in a way, or you made her traumatized in this version. You can
Hmm.
have her be traumatized, but why are you then changing her and making her a hero in this story?
That
So
is
that's
really my
true.
question. Like, I don't get that. And then the fans love to be like, "Oh, you just hating on her, you just don't want to see a woman succeed. She's a villain. It doesn't have anything to do about gender, you fools. She is a villain. I'm sorry you don't like that. She's a villain who killed people, who cursed the baby, who is literally called the mistress of all evil. I don't
Who
know what
who
to say about
curses
that.
kids
And
and
Cruella
babies?
was killing animals for fashion. Are we really doing this right now? Oh yeah, Super Straight's right.
Yep.
Catra, Hordak, and Evil Lynn, they've been changing them too. And you know what's
Another
so funny?
examples.
That goes to my other point about this other thing too. When they're trying to enforce this LGBT stuff down our throats, they keep putting these LGBT characters in abusive relationships more so than the heterosexual relationships. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So you're trying to convince people that that being homosexual is bad, being heterosexual is good. I mean, homosexual is good, and yet you put the homosexuals in more abusive relationships than straight characters. Hold on, make that make sense.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
I I, I don't understand that. I really don't, and I'm confused about that.
I've seen a clip from Teen Titans Go
Mhm.
where Raven and Rose Wilson have this very weird interactions with each other. Like they're kind of shipping them purposefully. They're queer baiting in a way. And I'm just watching those clips where Raven is talking to Rose Wilson, who is stealing and killing, and she's supposed to be in a prison. And then Raven and Rose Wilson are talking to each other like they're besties, and they go out shopping, and then they end up bullying Raven too. She goes out with Rose Wilson, and she ends up bullying a kid at a circus or whatever, and they're together being mean. And then after that entire episode, then they meet each other once again, and once again they're being very quirky together. They're complimenting each other, even though they're very stacked against each other. They're insulting each other, but then they're like, "Oh, I like you. Oh, I like you too." That's how they put it, and they're purposefully trying to, and especially like like let's see, Super Straight mentioned, yeah, like also with Shira examples and Evelyn, they're sort of trying to make it like it's a shipping, like a romantic relationship somehow involved in this, and it's come up, and I think it has a lot to do with Tumblr culture that has propagated this more ideas of putting these quirky and cute characters together. And Steve Universe friendship is bringing us everyone is closer together. Ah, just stop, you're just overdoing it. And it's
Mhm.
not even realistic. It's a hero and a villain complementing each other while they're fighting, and it's so annoying and it makes no sense.
Right. No, you are right, and it's getting kind of weird too because it's just like, what are we trying to say about? First off, what are we trying to say about LGBT relationships? Then, if we're so gun ho about trying to make them work for the mainstream, why are we showing the worst aspects of these relationships? Like, I'm kind of confused. Like, do you want me to approve of this or not? Because what I'm seeing, I wouldn't approve of it.
A lot
Like,
of shady characters.
yeah, it just doesn't make any logical sense. I'm really getting tired of this whole thing where just because these characters have moments with each other, that has to mean something. Newsflash, not every person that has an interaction with somebody wants to get in bed with them.
Also, this is a great example. Seal Away Hearts mentions My Hero Academia has explained Toga's backstory. For those who don't know, she's like the crazy chick. But as
Mhm.
soon as it wraps, you see her splattering living people into the pavement. That is how you give a sad backstory while making a villain intact.
Yeah,
Perfectly said. I couldn't have said it better. She's still crazy. They acknowledge she's crazy. She's a evil, she's obsessed with people's blood for a reason, and she's written as a villain. And even though you can have a like you said, like a very somewhat tragic backstory and give a little bit more to the character, but she's still a villain and we're still not supposed to root for her. So that's a great example.
and then that's the stuff. That's what I miss about old school comics, and that's what I miss about old school just DC and Marvel with these characters, and that's probably why I enjoy the fresh breath of air that Punchline was giving me, because I'm like, finally, this bitch is giving me the Harley Quinn that I miss, because this new Harley Quinn is so just ugh.
And also, Cryptid Zeker 415 says, in a world that wants to make villains into anti-heroes, that's one thing I can appreciate about Captain America books, because there is no way in hell you can make an anti-hero out of Red Skull. And yeah, but it's also, I think they wouldn't make Red Skull an anti-hero because he's a Yahtzee. He's
Mm-hmm.
a red guy from World War II, and they would just go crazy if they made him an anti-hero. The Twitterverse would just go obsessive. So I think that's not even to do with because the people writing Captain America right now themselves are crazy and they don't know the characters, but they just represent one kind of side of politics. But it's also just politics. It's not much of story. Thankfully, Ta-Nehisi Coates is out of the frame. But yeah, there's no way they'd make someone like that anti-hero, and I would never want him to become an anti-hero. Don't get me wrong. But a
Right.
lot of that double standards is what I'm saying. And also, Anthony Dixon says, like, I'm so tired of evil Superman, which is one of the things you talk about a lot, is evil Superman and how he's a
Mm-hmm.
tired trope.
It is. It's such a tired trope. It's such an aggravating trope. And I'm over it. And you know what really gets on my nerves is every time they bring it up, the people that they be interviewing, the actors or whatever, and the producers be like, this is something that you've never seen from Superman before. Yes, it has, bitches. Y'all literally do it every fucking year.
Yeah,
Like
and
they act like it happens every once in a blue moon. No, literally every year there is at least one evil Superman story that is being made or being
mhm.
animated or being produced through something. Either it's on Superman and Lois, either it's on Supergirl, either it's in the Superman book titles, either it's a video game coming up, or it's an animated movie, or it's a live action movie. Y'all done it to death.
Yeah.
Like, what are we saying? What do you mean it's something that we've never seen before?
You know what I would have appreciated more if they, because why do you do evil Superman? And they say, oh, because we like the idea of this super powerful being that can just kill people, and that's fun. But okay, stop right there. Why don't you have General Zod? You have Cyborg Superman. You have
Mm-hmm.
the Eradicator. You have now Hell from the New 52. You have, and so many more other characters. You got Bizarro. I could just go on and on. And you had so many Kryptonians and Superman, like Superboy Prime. You have so many of these characters that embody what Superman does. So you can have that with those characters. And if you want to do an Elseworld story, you can have those characters. And then I don't know, you can have them kill Superman, be like a big plot point. Those evil versions, the villain you decide choosing. Why don't you do that? That's more interesting. That's more true to the original. Why do you always have to take Superman and twist his character? You have so many other characters. I don't understand.
Because that's what I'm saying. That's the because they're like young rippers keep saying they only see legitimacy in the white characters, and it's the same thing with heroes. They only see legitimacy in heroes because notice how The
Mm-hmm.
heroes are the ones that are starting to become more villainous than the villains. Make that
Yes.
make sense? The heroes are starting to become more villainous than the thing, or we don't taught society to hate the heroes over the villains more so than anything else. I'm kind of confused and lost on that one. So we want to root for the people that have no qualms about killing folks, but we want to get mad at the people who are actually putting their life on the line to protect people. Interesting. Interesting how that works.
Victor C. If Superman doesn't kill her, somewhere else, I believe, will, since she caused the world to change in bad way. How TF does Batman recruit someone like that? Make it make sense. No way she would be safe in the world. And Victor is obviously referencing Harley Quinn. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Why are you recruiting a villain? She's kind of crazy, and they did that in Injustice too. And I
But you
think
know, I actually enjoyed what Young Justice did with the character though. I did because
Injustice or Young Justice.
no injustice
Yeah,
because what
yeah,
happened
mhm,
is they really had Harley Quinn be like, wait, hold on, we went too far, you
yeah.
went too far,
Hmm.
and she literally had this whole like redemption arc going on, and it's and I believe the redemption arc with the Injustice Harley Quinn, then I believe the one that they're trying to do in the main continuity of DC, because the one in the main continuity in DC feels forced, while the Injustice one feels natural to the character. She's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, me and the Joker went too far.
And
What was I
obviously, yeah,
thinking?
and obviously you can't do that in the original because you already have so much
Yeah,
history. So that's why Injustice has kind of that's where it benefits from not having that history. So yeah.
you are definitely right, Prince. They are creatively bankrupt. They actually they kind of made Supergirl evil sometimes too. That I mean, it's still the same. It's still the evil Superman trope. Regardless, it can be
Yeah.
Supergirl, Superboy, whoever, anybody that's part of the Superman family that are good guys. It's
Evil
still the
crypto.
trope that I'm sick of seeing. Okay, the only one I am okay. The only trope. The only one I will accept because I'm gonna probably I'm gonna do a video on it later on is God dang it! What was it? What was that goddamn thing? Give me a
uh
second, guys.
Give me a
I
hint.
just
Give
lost.
me a hint. And okay, then you think about it and I'll read some comments.
Yeah,
Super
read the
Straight
comments because
says,
I can't think of. I just lost the thought. Like, how did I lose the thought? And I was just about to say, it and I lost the goddamn thought. Keep going. Let me find the thought.
Okay, actually, I read Free Fire Pro. Black Canary could get pregnant even though she's supposed to be infertile. Then we got Darcy Padilla saying, reminds me of a saying involving woe unto those who call evil good and good evil. Very well said. Super Straight. The Owl House made the two rivals characters lovers, which was cringe. It's like Avatar: The Legend of Korra. Korra and Asami became lovers when they both went out the same dude. Yeah, that was
Oh, don't
Korsami.
even get me. Don't even. That right there was literal pandering bullshit, and y'all
They
know it.
made it up.
Y'all know it. And then you know what's so funny is the Korsamis literally try to pull grasp for straws to be like, see, in this moment when they looked at each other, it showed that they were in love. No, bitch, no, you not about to do this to me. I watched the show just like you did, and there was no romantic cues between them. No, no.
No, they just
And
share a boyfriend.
And
That's all.
the creator said that the reason why he did it is because Nickelodeon was canceling the show. They literally did it as a F you to Nickelodeon. Come on now. Come
Yeah,
on.
they knew the
Come
show was
on.
dead, so they were like, huh, we'll just do this since no one cares anyway.
Okay, I found it. I found the story that I was talking about. This is the one story that I will accept, and it is Superman Batman Absolute Power. That is the only storyline from an evil Superman perspective that I will accept in today's marketing, because I thought when they were giving us Superman Batman movies, I thought they were going to go through the entire Superman Batman run back in the day. If any of you guys haven't read the Superman Batman run that Jeff Loeb and them started,
Oh yeah.
it's freaking amazing. I have the entire run and I love it. I love the run, and I was excited when I saw Superman and Batman Public Enemies and Superman and Batman
Oh yeah.
Supergirl. I know it's called Apocalypse, but I'm
Hmm.
gonna call it Supergirl
Apocalypse.
because
Yeah.
the comic is called Supergirl. And I was like, oh snap, that means we about to get absolute power, and then we never got it. We never got it. And I'm just like, and you know, I was just like, okay, when the Superman Batman movies coming back? No, no, we're just gonna skip them. We're gonna go to the New 52.
Hmm.
Okay, all right, all right. I didn't ask for this. No, okay. Oh Jesus.
And so you had the animated movies going with the New 52 route. And then the movies, they kind of took a lot of inspirations from those as well, along with
Batman Hush
some
was
other.
garbage.
Yeah,
I
you can
mean, they
say that
literally
again.
took classic stories and literally forced them into the New 52 animated movies, and you're just like, what is this? What is this? They literally took classic stories and put it in the New 52 movies, and you're just like,
Uh,
what is this? What is this? These are classic stories that should be told in classic form, not in the New 52 version, because we didn't even ask. And I don't care. I'm gonna tell y'all, everybody, I hate Flashpoint. And the reason why I say I hate Flashpoint is because it gave me the New 52. If Flashpoint never gave us New 52, that would have been a fine Flash story. But ever since the Flashpoint event happened, DC has been hot trash, and they haven't recovered from it. They still haven't recovered from the New 52. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can, if y'all like New 52, that's fine. If
mhm.
anybody else be like, oh, the New 52,
Aquaman was
whatever,
pretty
stuff like
good.
that. DC is struggling. DC has not been able to get the stinker of the New
Yeah.
52 off of them because it didn't make no logical sense. Usually, when DC reboots their continuity, there is usually a reasoning, but they got lazy. They got lazy. They literally abruptly ended runs, and they were like, "Oh, first off, Brian, the only reason why they used the Dr. Manhattan thing is because
Redcon.
they didn't want Barry Allen to take the blame for the New 52
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it was Barry Allen's fault. It was always Barry Allen's fault. It was always Barry Allen's fault. And that's why I can't stand Barry Allen bitch ass. I wish he stayed dead. I really do. I really do. I hate Barry Allen. I hate him. I hate Barry Allen, the Flash. DC has, that's another character they have ruined for me, is literally Barry Allen. I can't stand Barry Allen's ass to this day. To this day.
And
I
also
want to
Trey
snap his
said,
neck.
"Oh yeah, so it's true. Barry Allen has. They brought him back, even though they didn't really need to do that. And I blame my favorite writer. I'm gonna have to do that. Sorry, Jeff Johns, but it was your fault who brought him back because you thought that maybe kind of streamlining the stories again would be the thing to do and win over fans. But the stories were already streamlined, so he didn't need to bring back Barry Allen. So that's kind of on him for doing
Yeah,
that.
and then another thing that I didn't like was the fact that their excuse was basically like, "Oh, we're trying to get new readers in." I'm sorry, people have to understand that geek stuff is a niche thing. You can't force it. If people want to come to it, they will. But first off, DC, Marvel, comic books in general, you guys quit marketing when we got to the early 2000s. That's on y'all asses. Matter of fact, y'all even stopped manufacturing comic books with toys. I remember some of the toys I used to get, the action figure toys from the comic book characters. When I got Spider-Man 2099, when I got War Machine toy, both of them came with War Machine #1 and came with Spider-Man 2099 #1. When I got some X-Men toys, they had X-Men issue number whatever all the time. Each action figure used to come with an actual comic book, and even then, in grocery stores, you used to get comic books. You used to can for literally $1 and
Yeah.
50 cents, maybe, depending on what comic book it was at the time. You guys quit the marketing. I have yet to see a DC or Marvel commercial for their comic books since 2002.
Oh, really? I think I've
It's
seen
2020. It's 2021, and I have yet, when I turn on TV, I have yet to see any DC Marvel commercial promoting their comic books, not their
yeah.
movies, not their upcoming shows,
Hmm.
not their stupid video games, their upcoming comic books. I have yet to see that.
I've seen one in 2016 when they were promoting Rebirth, and that was only on the CW, which is Warner Brothers home network, and that was just one time. So that was just like a one thing that I've seen. But other than that, they don't market their comic books at all because the companies that own them don't really see the value in comic books like the fans do. So
Okay, so if you don't see it, if you don't see the value of it, why the hell did y'all let Dan and Dio talk y'all stupid asses into, hey, let's do the New 52 and this will get us more readership because there's not enough readerships eyes on the New 52, even though once again, you guys had a stable universe. The DC universe of pre-New 52, New Earth, was doing fine. It was doing fine. Yeah, the sales wasn't as great as it was, but like Rob Liefeld said, I forgot the person that was in charge of DC at the time before Dan Dio. He was saying that he's glad that DC is number two because he said if you're in number
yeah,
two, you never have to worry about being in number one, and you're allowed to do more things without being in number one because as soon as you get to number one, it's going to be pressure to keep that momentum up. And the problem is DC had rebooted their universe, which pushed a lot of old school fans away from your comic book. So how the hell was you going to keep this momentum going when you literally insulted half your audience?
yeah.
Did you not think that through, dummies? Did you not think that through? I mean, yeah, okay, DC. Okay, DC. That to
Oh,
me
yeah.
that wasn't a smart move on their part. But hey, I guess it led to something. I mean, of course, the first three months, DC New 52 was doing great, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. The sales picked up, but
The-
then it
yeah,
it fell.
it fell like a truck.
It
The sales crashed and burned so bad. And you
rode
know
off
what?
the cliff.
I said what DC should have did. They should have went the route of what they did with Earth 2 New 52 run, which if you guys haven't read it, read it. It's a fantastic run, to be honest.
Sorry, which story
What?
again? I didn't hear.
Oh, I said the Earth 2 New 52.
Oh,
Like
really? I
what
didn't
what
like
should
that.
the reason why I said that is because it's a rebooted universe, right? Of DC
Mm-hmm.
universe.
Yeah.
So they were able to do new things with it that didn't touch the main continuity. That's what the New 52 should have been. It should have been like the Ultimate Marvel universe. It should
Mm,
have been its own thing. Let it over there. Let it stay over there. If the new readers like it, that's great. That's great. They can have it. They can have the Ultimate Universe line, the Ultimate DC Universe line. That's what the New 52 would have been, and I could still kept my main continuity. You know what
that
I'm
would have
saying?
been, yeah, that would have been great. But I think the reality kicks in is when you actually see, like, it would be awesome to have two universes. But what we've seen over the years and in history, as with the case of Miles Morales, eventually they end up just pushing everything together. And also Earth 2, that's, you could say that's where they started making Alan Scott gay. And then,
Yeah, yeah.
then they
I mean,
make
don't get
it
me wrong.
in the
I
main
didn't agree
universe.
with that one neither. I didn't agree with that neither. That was
Yeah,
that
and
was
then they bring it
trash.
over to the main universe. So, they do things in their own universes, but then they sort of start cramping it all into this one mainline universe. And then it's even more bizarre because wait, in this universe he's never been this, and Miles Morales should have never been in this universe, right? So that it's like, why are you just cramping everything together? And it would be awesome to have two universes run alongside each other, and that used to be the case in the 2000s. But as we've seen in the recent history, at least, we've seen them fail at doing that any justice.
You are definitely right. You are definitely right. I'm just saying. when Dan DiDio and them wanted to do that. That should have been what they did. Kept that, did their new shit over there in one title.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been called New 52 or whatever title they wanted to call it. You can have, I give you a minimum of 3 titles. 3 titles for the New 52 new universe, right? Bam, that's it. That's it. Those are the new titles. Figure out what the titles are. I don't care. Those are the new titles. That's where you try all the new shit over there. But you keep the main continuity stuff over here where I'm at. Where the old school fans, the ones that's been keeping this shit afloat, you keep that for us. And I don't understand why they also had a person in there that literally hate half of the DC characters. Dan DiDio. I'm sorry. Dan DiDio, because people keep trying to say he loved comic books. I couldn't tell it. I couldn't tell it.
Me neither. Me
I
neither.
couldn't tell it. To be honest,
Yeah.
I literally couldn't tell it. Because the stuff that was coming out of his mouth, the choices that he was making, I'm like, y'all sure? You sure? I don't mean to question y'all, but you sure? Because he don't feel like he like comic books. It feel like he hate the characters.
Oh yeah. There was this one comment. Crap, I can't find it anymore. But someone mentioned they can shout themselves out in the live chat. Someone said that that why do they take the sidekicks and why do they always take them and just hate all over them? Why do they always ignore them or they do something bad to them? And I think Dan DiDio has a lot to do with it. He had a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
He hated Dick Grayson.
He was jealous. He was jealous because at the time when the early 80s happened, Teen Titans, these sidekicks were literally the highest selling thing of all time. Yes, they were outselling Batman and Superman at the time. Yeah, all those Teen Titans books that they had back in the day were outselling them. And they didn't like it. Dan DiDio didn't like it because he liked the original characters. He liked it Batman, Superman, Flash, Barry Allen, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. Those are the characters he liked. He liked it the Silver Age of comics the most. And he didn't like the legacy characters. He didn't like any of those things. So when all of that stuff started happening, when the universe moved forward a little bit, some of the characters aged up, and we got a little bit more mature stories. When he got in charge, he was like, all of that going out the door. And now we're stuck with bullshit. And yeah, Trey, the Earth 2 one was kind of fan fiction, but my thing is the reason why I appreciated it because it didn't feel like it was trying to take over the main continuity of what DC had before the New 52. You get what I'm saying? That's why I read it because I was just like, okay, it's literally not taking anything from anything. It's starting a brand new universe. It's doing its own thing, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it was some of the best storytelling, but I enjoyed what it was trying to do. I'm just saying that I think that's what the New 52 should have been. It should have been its own thing, but it didn't erase what came before it. And another thing to me is I think Flashpoint should have actually been an event. Like, so the New 52 should have been an event. Like, Barry Allen stuck in this new DC universe for a whole year. And then when we get to the new year, Barry Allen finally realizes that this isn't the universe he remembers or whatever, because Batman and Superman or whoever, they got a transporter device where the original Jay Garrett, the original Flash, discovered that Barry Allen's been trapped in this alternate reality, and his memories are starting to merge with this old continuity because they lost their Flash in some kind of accident. And when Barry ran back in time to prevent himself from saving his mom, that little explosion that happened with that Flash killed that world's Flash, New 52 Flash, and brought Barry Allen, our Flash, over into this universe. And his memories are starting to accommodate to this new universe. But Jay Garrett, Batman, and Superman figured out that he was in this new universe, and they came to take him home. And you could have wrapped that shit up, and you could still did more with that universe on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to give it the best of both worlds, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you were still able to try something new, but you didn't erase the 30 years of history that was set up after Crisis on Infinite Earth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he famously hated Dick Grayson, Wally West. He race swapped him, and then he brought him back, but he didn't want to bring back the red head. So that was kind of Jeff Johns pushing it. He has a lot of he didn't like the Teen Titans stuff a lot. That's why he in the New 52 they were just the history got massacred
Oh
completely.
God, the new 52 butchered the Titans. Holy crap. That was a terrible run. That run was
Yeah.
trashy as hell.
Bart Allen got turned into Bar Tor. Was
Bart
it something like?
Bartol, and then we've
Yeah,
never seen that character ever again because that character is he's no relationship to anybody in the Flash family. He
yeah.
just happened to be one of the ones that just had super speed from some kind of experiment. And I'm like, okay, good, whatever. Wonder Girl was some thief bitch. That I'm just like, okay, sure. She wears this invisible armor called the Silent Armor that gives
hmm
her powers. Okay, sure, whatever.
Superboy was like this, also unrelated to anyone. I think he was just
He was a clone. He was a clone of a future version of John Kent, Superman and Lois' son,
mhm.
from an alternate reality where he became evil and ruled over the world. And I was just like, what? What?
And he had like psychic powers, something
Yeah,
like that. It was so weird.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know
It was
what.
like
I don't know what the hell
psychic
they're
heat
doing.
vision. It was kind of confusing, really. It looked nice as art, but the character was totally removed from
Then Red Robin had
Connor.
that stupid bird jetpack. I'm like,
Uh,
okay,
who are you referencing?
Red Robin.
Oh, you know what? I like the design of that costume. I think that's what but then the history and how they just removed the Robin history.
Hmm.
What were
Hmm.
they thinking with that? Just
Yeah,
removing the history for Batman in general. Well, they kind of kept it. It was another critique of the New 52 is which parts are canon, which aren't. That was a big criticism. But yeah, Tim
my
Drake.
thing is how you do a damn whole reboot and the only people except for Batman and Green Lantern are the only ones that didn't get a reboot. But that doesn't even make no sense how the Green Lanterns didn't get a reboot because in the Green Lantern New 52 run, they literally pick up like right after the events of Blackest Night. And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense because the universe is rebooted. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Wait, so did Blackest Night happen or did it not happen? You just said that half of these characters never met each other, but Blackest Night still happened? What? What? Sinestro War still happened? What?
Yeah, then you
Infinite
bring
Crisis
in
still happened?
Cyborg
How?
Superman.
You just rebooted the universe. You literally just, I was like, the Green Lantern and Batman run literally said, we're going to continue where we left off at.
Yeah, they
What?
said screw it.
Uh,
I
which
know.
one? You talking about they made Martian Manhunter is now completely irrelevant in modern DC comics. Yeah, they replaced him with Cyborg bitch ass.
Yeah.
And the more I need to say, the less I say about Cyborg, the better. They again another character they destroyed for me. I hate I hate Cyborg now, and it really doesn't even have anything to do with the actor. It doesn't even have anything to do with Ray Fisher. I hate Cyborg, and I understand Jeff Johns forced his ass in there because the character was from Detroit, Michigan, just like Jeff Johns, and I'm like, John, I get it, but this character did not earn it. He did not earn it.
No.
He did not earn that spot. You could have easily put John Stewart, Vixen, Icon on there
Mhm.
if you literally had to put a black character in there.
Yeah.
Come on, Johns. Come on. You was not that damn stupid.
Out of all the black characters, you take the kid, the teenager, to be with the adults?
And he was so boring. He was basically tech support in the Justice League. But I'm like, why is he here when Batman literally can do his job 9 times over? He was literally Batman's bitch assistant. Hey,
Yeah, I
Cyborg,
didn't think
can you
about
do
it that
this?
way.
And I was like, Batman, you don't need Cyborg for that. You can do it yourself. We've seen you do it before. Why are you? And then they literally had Batman just literally use Cyborg as tech support.
Yeah, that's true. I
So
didn't think
what was
about it
his
that way.
purpose on the Justice League for diversity? Again, there were plenty of other Black Lightning, for God's sakes. You could have used him.
Yeah, he was one of the candidates, but then when they were kind of looking for new members, and Black Lightning was in the roster, but then and Vixen too, but then they didn't end up going with either of those characters. They went with Element Woman. What the heck? Who is that?
Right.
At the female Atom, who was later Atomica, and Firestorm, who they kind of forgot about later on as well. So
Yeah, I think but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Damn it, that new 52 Justice League run was fucking fantastic though.
yes, it was.
I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. That
It was really good.
that Justice League run was damn near good. And then when they added
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, I was like, God damn it, look, I may hate the new 52, but damn it, that book
There
was
are
good.
some good stories. There are
There
some
are
good
some good
stories.
ones. The
They're not flawless.
Green Lanterns was fantastic.
Yeah.
Aquaman was amazing.
Yep.
Aquaman was fantastic.
Jeff Johns totally nailed it.
I loved Aquaman. I love Green Lantern. I love Batman. The Justice League was fantastic.
Mhm.
What's another New 52 title that I read? I told y'all I read Earth 2. God, it was another New 52 title. I'm not even about to look at the list because there are too many New 52 titles any goddamn way. Oh, Batgirl, surprisingly, and I hated the fact that they made Barbara Gordon walk again, but that New 52 run of hers was good though.
That's the one I would disagree with, but yeah, obviously the New 52.
I mean, each their own, but
Yeah, exactly.
I was upset. I was upset that Barbara Gordon was back as Batgirl, but
Yeah.
the story actually wasn't bad though. I mean, after they forced her to go to Burnside, that's when that entire run fell apart. And I tried to read Birds of Prey. That shit was trash.
Yes.
No, I did not like Red Hood and the Outlaws because they made Starfire a slut. I couldn't get behind it. I tried.
The rebirth was
oh my god,
was awesome.
Red Hood and the Outlaws rebirth run was fantastic. But let's be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Most of the rebirth titles were pretty fantastic, though. I was like, damn it. I was very impressed with Superman. I will tell people to this day, I will die on that hill. Superman and Action Comics rebirth run, fan-fucking-tastic. Especially after having such mediocre Superman books for 5 years, and then Rebirth came, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, here's Superman Rebirth and Action Comics Rebirth," and I was like, "Oh my god, they're giving me it's Superman," and I enjoyed every minute of the Superman Rebirth run. I think, and then you know what's so funny is the New 52 Superman run towards the end, the last days of Superman.
Yeah, it got better.
The book got good. I said, hold the hell on. For 4.5 years, this book, both Action Comics and Superman, been trash the whole time, been trash. And you mean tell me because you about to kill off the New 52 Superman, now y'all want to make this book good? Oh hell no. Oh hell no! I know somebody done fucked up.
Brian,
like
Lane's...
literally the last 3 months of the New 52 run of Superman was good, which is strange.
Yeah, that was very. It was like the entirety of New 52 was Superman was just mistake after mistake, and then that last run story arc it was getting good, and then they kind of just ended that story with the New 52 Superman. But that was just when he got good.
The Adventures of Superman and Lois. When he was in the black suit. Oh man, that was a good run too. I was like, wait, our Superman's been here this whole time? Holy crap. That was really cool. Actually, Free Fire Pro, I did not read Animal Man. I heard it's good.
I did. It was good. And on top of that, since they were crossing over, Swamp Thing also just awesome. It was Scott Snyder on the book. It was really good. it
I
was
know I need
supposed
to read
to.
the Swamp Thing New 52 run. The only reason why I had avoided it because I thought they was going to screw up the Vertigo characters. So I was just like, I'm not,
Uh,
because I was already pissed off with what they were doing with the main DC characters, and I was just like, okay, I know they're going to screw up the Vertigo characters, so I just was like, I'm not even going to touch. I'm not even going to look at the Vertigo characters because I felt like they were going to screw them up. But okay, I'll go back and read the New 52 Animal Man and read the Swamp Thing one. Then okay, the
out
New
of the
52, the New
yeah, I
52
just wanted to
Supergirl
say,
one.
since we were talking about Superman,
Yeah.
Brian Lane said that Superboy in the New 52, the series, he had his own series, and I agree was awful. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
you can,
it was trash. It was
yeah,
trash.
yeah.
And you know what's so bad about it is that a lot of these characters they forgot used to hold runs. Like they were literally giving characters that used to hold runs in the 90s and early 2000s back their runs, and a lot of the runs in New 52 were trashy. And you know one run that pissed me off in the New 52 was the Static run. That
Oh,
that New
yeah.
52 Static Shock shit was trash. And you would have thought they would have learned from it. You would have thought they would have learned from it because they made that same mistake right now with season 1. And I'm just like, really?
It was just like six issues, if I'm not mistaken. So they didn't even really commit to it all that
Well,
much. And
because the book did so poorly because a lot of the fans rejected it because they literally took almost everything about Static and they were like, yeah, screw that. He's in New York City now.
hmm,
Okay, all right. And then they gave him that ugly ass costume. That costume was ugly. I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody say.
the New 52
Costume,
one.
the New 52 Static costume was ugly.
Oh, really?
I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Most people didn't like it because most people
Fair
liked
enough.
the animated series costume,
Yeah.
and that costume was his iconic look for the DC. When DC finally had him in a lot of the DC books at the time before the New
hmm
52, that's the costume that a lot of people saw him as. So I just don't understand. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sometimes some costumes are iconic enough where you don't need to do it. You don't need to
Definitely.
change it. Just leave it alone. If it was working, it was fine. Actually, I didn't read the New 52 Supergirl run
I read it.
because I mean
It was
I'm
tough.
not gonna lie because I was loyal to Michael Turner, and I'm not going to erase what Michael Turner did when he reintroduced Supergirl. So I'm sorry,
With
I
soup.
refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse to betray the late great Michael Turner work that he did on Superman, Batman, Supergirl. That is the definite origin of Supergirl for me right now. Is his run when he did that? That is the origin of Supergirl. I'm sorry, that New 52 one shit. No. Oh wait, I forgot one. Actually, another run was good. Red Lanterns.
Yeah, I was just
Red
gonna
Lanterns
mention
was
it since
good.
you talked about Supergirl. That was the one thing that I enjoyed, even though I'm not like this Supergirl
Yeah,
geek. The one idea that really worked was how when she became a Red Lantern, I thought that was an
yeah, that was
interesting
actually
take.
pretty interesting. Oh, now that you mentioned it, okay. Now that you mentioned that, Brian, I actually enjoyed Superman Doomed. I know I can't. That was
Oh,
I take
really?
that back. That was one of the only New 52 parts that I actually thoroughly enjoyed. That is literally it. That's the only New 52 Superman story that I really enjoyed was Doom because I thought that was such an interesting take on the concept of Doomsday. I was like, wait, make him a virus. Interesting. Okay, let's see where you go with this. And I have the book. I have the book at the house. It's huge. It is huge. I have the entire storyline. That thing is an omnibus because it was in the store and it was on sale for like $20. And I just picked it up because I was like, oh, let me pick it up. This book looks like it might be interesting because I was literally trying to give the New 52 Superman a chance. I was like, it's been 3 years, Trey. Let's re-give Superman a chance. So I picked up
Mhm.
Doom and I was like, okay, interesting. It wasn't the best storyline, but I enjoyed it more so than the other Superman run that the other New 52 Superman stuff I was reading. But I can tell you one thing, they made me hate Lois. The New 52
Oh,
made me hate
really?
Lois.
Oh, yeah. The New 52 Lewis was
Oh my
who?
God,
Who
somebody
was she?
slap her neck. Somebody snap her neck. She was not likable.
She exposed his identity. What the heck is wrong with this? If the PS4 Mary Jane is annoying and obnoxious, then Lois Lane from the New 52 is a monster that cannot be.
Hmm.
You just have to get rid of her.
Yeah,
And they did.
she was not good. She was not good at all. And I was just like, what the hell did y'all do to Lois Lane? This is the first time I've ever seen this thing where I am over Lois Lane. I'm really over Lois Lane. I was like, I don't want to deal with this character. I hate this character. I don't know what to tell y'all, but I'm not feeling her. I'm not feeling her at all. But okay, sure, whatever. You guys, this is what you guys want to do with this character.
That
Okay.
version of the character was ruined, yeah, just like Mr. Miracle and Adam Strange was recently, as Anthony Dixon points out. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Tom King destroyed a lot of stuff at this
A
point.
lot
I
of
mean,
characters.
especially that Heroes in Crisis. I don't even know how the hell that shit got approved by DC.
They had to
I don't even know how that
retcon
got
that
approved.
too.
That storyline should have never came out of nobody's mind. Oh wait, there's another New 52 run that I did read faithfully during the time. I read World's Finest, Power Girl and Huntress. It was okay. I mean, I had no hate for it.
Yeah,
I was just like, I just
I've
picked it
never
up.
read it.
I picked it up and I never put it down. I was just like, oh, okay, cool, sure. It wasn't bad at all. But I had no problem with that run. Like I said, I had no problem with the Batgirl run. I thought Red Lanterns was amazing. Green Lantern and Batman were literally the fucking same thing. So, um, Superman was terrible. I tried to get Wonder Woman, y'all. I tried Wonder Woman, and I was like, "What is this? Xena the Warrior Princess? What is this? What is this? This isn't Diana. What, what are we doing? What are we doing?"
I'll admit, I'll have to make a confession. I enjoyed that, but at the same time, that was like my first exposure to Wonder Woman comics because I didn't
Okay.
really read her as much. So that's my defense. Is that? But I totally understand all the complaints about like the Amazons and the slave stuff, and yeah, I totally get the criticisms.
Yeah, because it just like everybody tells me that, oh, Brian Azzarello's Wonder Woman run is really good, and I'm just like, I can't get behind it. I can't get behind this character. I want to. I literally want to like this version of Wonder Woman, but I
And they
don't
changed
know.
her origin, so that was
Yeah,
a
they
big.
changed. That was already strike one for me. Changing the origins, like I see y'all just want to be hard headed at this point. Y'all want to be hard headed at this point. All right, sure. But I told y'all I don't like these origin changes for these
Hmm.
characters. And the Wonder Woman one, it felt really disgusting, to be honest. I know that's weird to say that, but I just did not enjoy the New 52 version of Wonder Woman at all. And then they did that Superman and Wonder Woman book. I was like, yeah, gross, gross. Just
Oh yeah.
just kill me, Lord. Kill me, Lord. I don't want it. I don't want this.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut out because it's my time to just leave. But I had a lot of fun talking to all of you guys. Super Straight Lamp is back. Prince WYA, Eric Berra, Brian Lanes, and everyone else, UA Hearts, and everyone else. Thanks for just having me, Trey. It was really
Oh, no
fun.
problem.
Sorry for cutting out early, but
I know it's
I ended up being actually for longer than just an hour. So uh, uh, it was just fun talking with all of you guys, and hopefully I can come back in the future some other time. We'll see, we'll see. And if you guys want to hear from me, make sure to check out my YouTube channel where I just posted my Spider-Man PS4 review analysis. We talk a lot about a lot of things. It's an hour long, and it's only part one, and we got a lot of other stuff to talk about in the future. So yeah, so thanks, Trey, one more time. I really appreciate you having me and just having me on here and accepting uh, my invitation and just getting a hold of me and all this stuff. And I've always been watching your channel for a long time now. So we go a little bit way back. So once again, thanks.
Well, thanks for joining me. I'm glad we were able to have a little chit chat about random things for comics and stuff like that. So I'm glad you were able to come on to the channel.
Yeah, it was awesome having all of you guys. I see all of you guys saying peace, bro. So thanks once again, guys. Peace, and hopefully we'll see each other some other time. I'll always be in the comment sections as well. So definitely you'll be seeing more from me, even in just the comment sections, because I'm always watching Trey's channel. Yeah. So see you guys.
All right,
Peace.
later. Yeah, guys, that was our little conversation and stuff like that. And I'm glad Toaster was able to come on to the channel and he was able to talk or whatever. And I'm glad I was able to do another live stream. I can't believe I did another live stream. Anybody that's still in the chat, did you guys enjoy this little thing where I know I didn't really finish drawing as much, but I wanted to at least do some kind of artwork for you guys to look at while you guys were listening to us talk? Was that okay? Thumbs up or whatever. I just want to get y'all opinions on everything just to make sure that this was a cool thing to do. It was really good talking to you, Toaster. But yeah, guys, I just want to see how everybody feels about me because I was trying to do this little art thing that I saw Dazzle and Kate do. So I was trying to get my computer to work. I'm glad that it was able to work where you guys were able to see at least something on the screen while we were talking and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure that this is something that you guys like. I don't want to do something that you guys don't like because I want you guys to still come to the channel. You know what I mean? But because I wanted to try to do some stuff. Brian, Eddie lost his anti-venom suit when he had to heal a lot of people, and because for the anti-venom, it can heal people, like it can heal all the toxin and it can heal like radioactive. So he literally gave up the symbiote suit to save people. But yeah. Yeah. Hopefully you can make it to the next live stream. I'm gonna try to do more live streams. I might do one tomorrow, just because, but I really wanted to try. My whole point of me doing this is I really wanted to see if you guys enjoy this drawing and talking kind of thing, because I really wanted to try to give you guys something besides staring at our icon faces. Like, oh look, it's the black screen of them talking and stuff like that, but we don't have anything to watch. I know I didn't finish the piece, but I wanted to at least give you something, something that you guys can do. Video games animation 2. Oh, super straight. I'm not that damn good yet. I ain't no streamer yet. I have no idea how to stream anything from TV for live stream. I am still working with this right now, and I was like, well, I can draw. Here's a anti-venom picture I did. Let me do some line art for it and try to color it. But it didn't happen. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you guys enjoyed this, because I wanted to see how the audience felt about it, because I didn't want to do something that you guys didn't like. Like, oh God, he's drawing. Nobody asked him to draw. While we're chit chatting about comic books. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to say or something like that? Let me know. Whatever other comments, I am trying to read it, even though I don't participate. Jameson, it is okay if you don't participate as much. I just appreciate the fact that you came in today, just to watch my little stream and stuff like that. I'm sorry, you guys, that Dazzling Kate couldn't make it. She was busy with a lot of homework, And I am again. I want to reiterate because there are some people still in the stream. I want to reiterate that while I'm doing my videos on the weekend, during the weekdays, I travel a lot. So I'm driving a lot. So I'm doing my recordings and videos while I'm driving to work and back and running errands. So that's why I'm not at home enough. So on the weekends, it's great that I'm able to do this live stream for you guys to do this. And I was like, let me try to hook up this tablet that I got to draw something for you guys to watch while we talk about random things. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that would be something really cool. Oh yeah, Brian. I have to do a lot of my recordings and editing in the car because if I don't, you guys won't get anything from me. And I want to give you guys something. I don't want to be one of those people that only post every once in a blue moon, and you be like, God damn it, we subscribe to this motherfucker. He don't even post anything. I know it's crazy. It is crazy. I try to make it to these live streams as possible because I have to work, but I love them when I'm watching them. Hey, William, I am glad you were able to see whatever you could see. At this point, I appreciate this. Um, we have to thank Dazzling Kate for this because she's the one who got me doing these live streams when I really wasn't all that comfortable doing it. So I'm gonna try my best to do more live streams just so we can like talk about random things that again I appreciate you guys for sticking in here and watching, even if you guys don't fully watch this whole thing. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see. Just hope you're not so busy at the point where you have to carry a pillow in your car. Been there, done that. Cryptic, no, not. I don't have to do that, thankfully. Luckily, when I get to work, while working, at least I get an hour lunch break, which I can take me a 30-minute nap. Yeah, you know how I do. You know how I do. You know how I do. And so what I do when I'm because I'm gonna give you a little insight thing to what I do because not only do I have this YouTube channel, I have the Instagram channel as well. And I run 3 Instagram pages and I run this YouTube and I do a lot. So with the YouTube stuff, you see these live streams or you'll see the videos that I make in the car. If you guys follow my Instagram, I have 2 of them. I have a Dragon Ball fan site that I run, and I have a fitness one because trying to get in shape, trying to look sexy for Christmas, and of course I have my regular Instagram thing. So what you guys don't know is I'm posting fan work for the Dragon Ball site for people that tag me in a lot of stuff. So I get a lot of messages a day. So I check them. I try to answer everybody, try to respond back to everybody, post the work on that Instagram page. Then I go to my fitness page. If I did a workout or whatever, I record it, try to post it on that one, try to interact with people on that one. And my main page, I try to upload a drawing and put a drawing out there for people to like, and of course make my little opinionated hot takes when I'm not doing anything on YouTube as well. So I try to juggle all of that as well while trying to catch up on comic books that I missed or books that I missed as well. So I just do a few things that I'm trying to make sure I'm getting every corner of the social media stuff that I've done to make sure I'm not neglecting everybody. So I'm trying to do a little bit more for you guys here on YouTube so you guys can see something. You know what I mean? I know the live streams aren't as big or whatever, but I appreciate you guys looking at them and I appreciate people from stopping by and watching them. I will try to do more little videos with art in them. I can't make promises because editing is a lot and I don't have the proper editing stuff that I want for the artwork yet because it costs money and Trey got to think about, bills or editing equipment. Bills come first. I'm glad your name came up because I usually watch a lot of VTubers. Cool. Um, but yeah, I appreciate everybody. Anybody got any questions or whatever to say before we wrap everything up? I think there was a question. I don't know if I saw it. Let's see. D Solar Knight said, really cool talk, good art as well. I appreciate that. How to be better at drawing. Super straight. I'm not even good at goddamn drawing sometimes. I know some people tell me I'm doing well, but I think my work is terrible. I think my entire artwork is trash. If you go on my page, I think all my art that I've done is trash, to be honest. But practice, practice. That's all I can say. And I just wish sometimes I had enough time to practice myself, but it happens. Life happens. We do things. But yeah, anybody got anything else they want to ask before we wrap up anything, or are we good? I just want to make sure I'm getting all the questions in before we head out for the night, because I just wanted to kind of do this, guys, just to give y'all something. Oh wait, are you guys okay with this like little Friday streaming thing? I can make this a thing that I do every Friday if you guys want to. Again, just let me know. The links will be in it once I wrap this up. Super straight, don't worry. I will link you to all of the information after I wrap up the video and edit everything. What's your NFL team? William, my NFL team is the Falcons. Don't hate me. I am Georgia bred, so Atlanta, Georgia is the Falcons. That's my team. I know. Matt Ryan fucking gets on my fucking nerves. He gets on my nerves. He gets on the nerves I have. But damn it, I am a Falcon fan. Even if I want to break Matt Ryan's back, because I mean the motherfucker. You know what? No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going. You almost, William, you almost gave me a tangent. I almost went on a tangent about him. you almost made me go on a tangent about that man. That man irks the nerves I got. Yes, Prince. Atlanta did win last week. Praise God. Praise God. Fridays are good. Just have to balance out with watching AEW. Sorry for that. No problem, Cryptic. I mean, I know Friday streaming is probably for most YouTubers are their biggest nights and stuff like that. It's just for me, Friday and probably Saturday are the only two times I know I'll be able to stream anyway. Have you seen some disturbing fan art on Twitter? Because I have. Anthony, I do not have a Twitter. So no, I have not. So yeah, I mean, I know I was trending on Twitter one time, so that was something. I had absolutely no idea I was I was trending on Twitter. How because of that Lois and Jimmy Olsen fan art I did that went viral. Apparently them people went fucking nuts. There is like 2 news articles about my drawing though too. Like I was like, wait, hold on. They made 2 news articles about my redrawing of Lois and Jimmy for My Adventures with Superman. That is hilarious. That was hilarious to see that. I thought it was funny. I just couldn't believe how much Instagram freaked out on me. I didn't think that they would freak out on me like that because I just was like, oh, I'm just going to draw them how they originally should look. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And yes, that was me, Prince. That was definitely me. Apparently, because I was told, Dazzling Kate and a few other people told me that I was trending on Twitter. And I was just like, why am I trending on Twitter? I don't even have a Twitter. And it was people freaking out about my drawing that I did. And I was just like, oh shit. And I read some of the comments. I thought they were very interesting. I thought they were very interesting. And I was like, oh, ow, ouch. You guys hurt my feelings. Oh Lord. But I think the one thing that blew my mind was the fact that there were two news articles talking about me. There was two news articles talking about me. So I thought that was pretty funny. Um, Instagram went crazy. A lot of people were like, a lot of people was talking about it on Instagram. Then it spread to Twitter, and then because it spread to Twitter, it went back. It went to Young Ripper. Young Ripper talked about it. Then people on YouTube talked about it, but nobody was aware that it was me that did it until I said it on Young Ripper's page when he had posted the video, because everybody was like, "Hey, Young Ripper talking about you." I was like, "No," and I watched Young Ripper, but I was at work at the time, so I couldn't watch his live stream. And he talked about it, and it snowballed a little bit more from there. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, to be honest. It is what it is, I thought it was funny, you know it was pretty cool to see people cover it, because people really thought I went out there just to be malicious about it. And I was just like, no, this is the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of us fans are getting tired of seeing these characters that we love being destroyed for people who don't care about these characters. You can't get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people get mad that I'm changing the characters to what they originally look like. A lot of people thought that Jimmy Olsen was originally black. They were like, I can't believe you're race swapping Jimmy Olsen. He's always been black. No, just because you was watching Supergirl that was a 2011 production. No, he's never been black until Supergirl, the TV series. So why are we doing it now? And then, of course, this is the one that killed me the most, guys. Is when I changed Lois Lane. When I changed Lois Lane and I put her in a dress and I gave her hair. Did you know people freaked the hell out on me? They said, "What are you doing? This isn't the 1930s anymore." What does 1930s have to do with anything? Lois Lane is one of the world's famous, is literally one of the world's famous journalists in the world. And she's a fashion forward person as well. Lois Lane would never be caught coming to work in leggings and a t-shirt. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all. And then I gave examples. And people were still trying to say that it doesn't work like that. I said, hey, you guys, have you guys not seen the news? Literally turn on the news right now, and you can see that most of the women that works in investigating journalists or journalists that's on TV right now wear dresses or beautiful blouses or pencil neck suits. They do not wear leggings and a white t-shirt. That don't make no logical sense. Oh, you just want a woman to conform to today's society. No, bitch. If you're in a business, you have to accommodate to what the dress code is. Women that work in a business aspect know what kind of outfit to wear, just like men know what to wear. No man or woman would walk into a professional job like that and wear leggings or jeans to work. Like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Yes, I remember the Star Wars girls She-Hulk debacle. They freaked out on her too. But she has Instagram, so she has Twitter. I don't, so that's how I didn't know anything until at the last minute. I found out all this stuff in the last minute. Let's see. Anthony, you said too many crazy shippers on Twitter anyway. Yes, they are. Twitter is the reason why we're always getting race swap and gender changes. Yes, we are, William. I don't really have much else to add, but I will say if Friday become live stream day, I'll be down. Okay, that's really cool. Prince say Trey out here doing the Lord's work. I was just I was just saying like, okay, this just cannot stand. This cannot stand with these characters. Let's make them look good. You know what I'm saying? And actually, Super Straight, I actually did. If you guys seen Justice League, Justice Society of America World War II, I did go viral again, but it wasn't as big as the Lois Lane and Jimmy thing. Apparently, people got mad about my Iris West change. I took her from black to white. And people freaked the fuck out on that one too. I got in trouble for that too. And again, on Twitter, didn't know about it until the last minute. So it was funny. That was another funny moment too. Let's see. They freaked out over you making Jimmy Olsen look like Jimmy Olsen as if he's being blackified is a precious thing. Oh Lord. Yeah, these Solar Knight, these people were like, I can't believe you would change a black character to white. First off, the character was originally white to begin with. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? And I love the double standard. So it's okay to take a white character and make him black, but it's not okay to take a black character and make him white. Interesting. They don't understand the basics of the character, but they love them. I know. Do I watch Clownfish TV? Yes, I do watch Clownfish TV. I love when Geeky Sparkle goes on a tyrant. It is hilarious when she be like, hold on, Neon. I got some stuff to say. And then he has like the little fire sounds when you know she's about to rant, because it's hilarious when she rants. I mean, like this is, she's about to rant, y'all. You could have paid me to have Twitter. Yeah, I remember I had Twitter one time and I didn't know what to do. So when I got a Twitter one time, when this was in college, and I said, okay, they was like, okay, you created a Twitter. I said, yeah. And they was like, okay, now you can tweet. And I said, okay, hello everyone, tweet, enter. And they was like, why did you tweet? You said tweet. That doesn't mean you say the actual word. I was like, well, you said say tweet on it. Am I confused on how Twitter works? And then I tried it for a couple of months. I didn't like it. I was just like, I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. So I'm done. And I never got Twitter again. I was like, nope. Yeah, they did come after me. They came after me good. I was like, oh shit. Oh no. Did you see What If fan art? A white Black Panther. The reaction is similar for the lady that did it. Yeah, I did see that. Funny, because I tell people I did a Black Panther video response about that as well. And I said, you guys were so upset, but why not? Why couldn't it happen? I mean, T'Challa do have a white brother. So technically the Black Panther actually can be white. Oh, I was like, and people were like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, White Wolf is not really Bucky Barnes' name. White Wolf is a callback to Black Panther. T'Challa and Shuri's white adopted brother. So, hey, if you really wanted a white person in there, T'Challa and Shuri actually have a white brother that was adopted by the king and can actually be the Black Panther if they really wanted to. Hey, William, it was good seeing you. It was good that you were able to come into the live stream. I'll try to do more as much as I can. But I'm glad you were able to stop by. Thanks for coming. Yeah, and Super Straight, you would think that people would know that, but a lot of people didn't. A lot of people were like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, White Wolf is literally not a mantle that Bucky Barnes was called. I'm telling you, Black Panther has a white brother. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Look, read the comic books. Just because I look. Just because you like MCU doesn't mean it's accurate to the characters. I'm trying to tell you this. First off, there's two people that are white that are in the world of the Black Panther that are close to Black Panther. So you have the what they call him, the White Panther, where he literally has a White Panther suit and a trench coat, and he was a cop. Like, come on now. Come on now. It's okay. It's okay to admit that there are some white people in the world of Black Panther. So technically, there's 2 white characters. If they really want to use that, they can do that. Oh, really? Super Straight? That's cool. I didn't know they still was doing the Avengers cartoon, because the Avengers cartoon got so bad that I was just like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I mean, I tried to hold on, but Earth Mighty's Avengers, Avengers Assemble was trash. I'm sorry. It was not good. It was not good at all. Yeah, Jameson. I think it would be fair. It would be fair for Black Panther to be white. Why not? You know, fair is fair, right? But see, nobody can handle that. They wouldn't like that. I'm just saying, guys. They wouldn't like that. Yeah. Earth Mightiest Heroes was amazing. I don't know why they canceled that one. That they canceled that, and they canceled Wolverine and the X-Men, and both shows were pretty good. So this is why you can't reason with crazy, unhinged, deranged people with self-inflated egos. Yeah. It's crazy. It is definitely crazy. But yeah, guys, that was tonight's stream. I am so glad you guys were able to stop by. I'm going to put all the links down below in the little video once I finish editing everything up, and you guys will be able to click on the link to my pages to see what you like or whatever. And I'll catch you guys later, and maybe I'll do a surprise stream tomorrow night. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Wait, hold on. Prince, I said something. I know this is off topic, but is anyone aware of a character, Allison? She's a Tamaranian Green Lantern. No, I didn't know that. Prince. Now I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyway, that's it for the live stream, guys. I am so glad that you guys were able to stay in here and chat it up, and hopefully, if I don't do a live stream tomorrow, I'll try to do one next Friday. Okay, catch you guys later. Peace out.